Want to participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. For complete contest rules, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Audrey, are you retarded? It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
No, I'm not retarded.
Because a retarded person can make a cup of coffee. Am I right, Tom?
Oh, I don't really know much about the limitations of the handicap.
I know an employment agency that hires out retarded people for $4 an hour. So, if making a cup of coffee is too difficult a task for you, Miss Bennett, perhaps you'd be good enough to let me know, and I'll contact this agency and give a retarded person a job.
Joe.
I wasn't too rough on her, was I?
Well, she is new and all.
Kind of worth it, right?
Yes, it was.
There you go.
Not oversold in the least.
Oh, man.
From yesterday, as requested by yesterday. By me, as requested by me yesterday. From some bad Ashton Kutcher movie.
That, in any movie, it just proves you can take anything out of any film and make it special. Something good in all of them.
Something wrong with the coffee? No, it's fine. Why'd you make a face?
But I can't play it all the way from the beginning. Thank you for reminding me. Thank God I do. Thank God I now do pre-listen to things.
Yeah. Right.
You got it. Thank you, Beth Ann.
Better?
Okay. Beth Ann originally had dubbed off a version that had a very naughty word in it.
Oh no!
And before the show, I was in here with Rob, and I said, "Hey, I want you to hear this tape Beth Ann got from that movie," and this F-bomb came
right away.
Flowing right through this coffee tastes like...
Perhaps you'd like this to listen to in the car. On your own time.
I'd called Sweet Beth Ann, Sweet Beth McBride.
Beth Ann McBride.
And I said, baby, honey, darling cupcake. You're killing me by giving me a tape to play on the air.
There's a nasty in it.
Has the bad word in it. Killing me.
Dangerous.
You're killing me.
We always walk through the minefield.
Bob, no, he didn't have to write the word all those times on the CD.
I don't want you to play the wrong
one.
one.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Prevention.
Edited for sanitized for your protection.
Very good.
Something wrong with the coffee? No, it's fine. Why'd you make a face?
Well, it's a little bitter, but...
Jesus. Audrey, get in here.
Sir, really, it's
And here comes Molly Shannon.
better than this. Sir.
Is something wrong?
Taste Tom's coffee.
No, really, it's okay.
How would you rate that?
Oh, it's not that great.
Not that great. I guess so. Tom thinks...
Tastes like...
Audrey, are you retarded?
Okay, you heard this
It's not a
one.
rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
No, I'm not retarded.
Because a retarded person can make a cup of coffee. Am I right, Tom?
Funny.
Oh, I don't really know much about the limitations of the handicap.
I know an employment agency that hires out retarded people for $4 an hour.
Joe.
If making a cup of coffee is too difficult a task,
Joe.
perhaps you'd be good enough to let me know, and I'll contact this agency and give a retarded person a job.
Okay.
I wasn't too rough on her, was I?
No.
Well,
No, not at all.
she is new and all.
Wow. Anyway, there it is.
What a start. Nice.
All right, thanks.
What a start.
Try not to throw the S-bomb at us too many times.
Please, if you did that.
Hello.
Hello there, Mr. Shannon.
I found that last piece to be something of an offensive nature. On behalf of everybody at the Z Morning Zoo, I humbly apologize.
Yes, right now I must tell you that Jethro Bodine is completely offended by that last segment.
We're not all about that.
No, not at all.
Stay tuned for the top 5 at 9 with Special Ed.
Oh, Mr. Shannon.
That's a DJ named Special Ed. Yes, Mill.
Would you have some groaners?
I only have one completely lame groaner for you today on the flame-throwing Z1-800-952-7.8.
Well, looking forward to it, Mr. Shannon.
What do you call a sitcom in which Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie hang out with 3 guys named Raj. What do you call a sitcom in which Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie hang out with 3 guys named Raj, Rerun, and Dwayne?
What do you call it?
What's happening? Sorry.
Hey now.
There was only one on the sheet today. Only one completely lame groaner.
Oh, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
We are. You know, the door is hugely symbolic now.
Yes, it is.
I mean, everybody already kind of knows that we're here anyway, but we even talk before the door opens.
It's a true story. He was a neo-Nazi with one true enemy. Himself. A man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul full of heart. Viewer discretion advised.
I don't want to overthink it, but I fancy it a screen door. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Human Monster and all the ships at sea.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Just remember, it's good looking somewhere, but Dr. Oliver,
Thank you, Robbie, and thank you, everybody. Hi there, Don and Mike Show, new episode on this Tuesday. 08, 03, 04.
Hi, Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
Howdy, Buzz. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Friends.
Don and Mike Show, new episode on, it's August 3rd, 2004.
No.
Yes, it is. It's Tuesday. Call us from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. From Canada, 800-636-1067. Washington, D.C. on WJFK FM. Call 202-432-1067. Those are your phone numbers. So, here we are. Not retarded. Not retarded now. We'll be retarded soon. Cyndi Lauper will be calling us soon.
Yay.
We're filling time right now until Cyndi Lauper calls.
Oh, she's calling at the front of the show today.
And it's she's just calling to say hello.
Well, she just wants to have fun.
Mr. Drysdale.
She just wants to have fun like all girls do. Yes. Girls just want to have fun.
I didn't know that you were a fan of Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, fantastic. I enjoy it. I enjoy all her music.
Really? Do you like She Bop?
She Bop, fantastic. She Bop, Baloo Bop. Yes, I enjoyed most of Cyndi Lauper's performances. I especially loved her when she had the multicolored hair.
Now you're blurring the line again. That Mr. Drysdale pretty much is only here at the beginning of the show.
I'm sorry, that's right.
Okay, that's fine.
Should be J-Dubs at this part of the show.
Hey, listen, first, on a serious note, get well to Mike Patrick from ESPN.
Yes, bypass surgery. I believe.
Wow. Right. He's a real friend of our show.
Well, he's a good guy. He's the best in the business as far as play-by-play.
He's real good, and he's going to be replaced, at least in the preseason, on ESPN by Pat Summerall, which I find funny in so many ways, because Pat Summerall is so feeped out.
Right.
He is so we still have the Pat Summerall magic 8-ball.
The 8-ball?
Yeah. It's got to be the 8-ball.
Pat Summerall.
Got to get the music for
You know where we are now.
That's one of your contemporaries, Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah, Pat Summerall here. Yes, I like Pat Summerall.
Shake it and turn
Oh,
it.
Pat. What does the ball say?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
That's a question, Mr. Drysdale.
Absolutely. The question would be, will you have a stroke during the first ESPN telecast?
I mean, that was bad news, the fact that you did something like that the night before the game.
He's not answering the question.
Or he might have a stroke the night before the game.
Yeah, I don't know, but we wish him bone speed.
We do. So get well soon, Mike Patrick.
Yes, of course. I have to snap myself out of this.
Last night. I'll just plow through. You can keep being whoever you want to be. That's great.
Sometimes I just slide into this character and find absolutely no reason to get out of it.
You may remember towards the end of the show yesterday, when my wife called in.
Your lovely wife, Frida. Yes, we'd like to see her down at the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
You killed me today.
Oh, Frida, I'd love to open a brand new account right here at the Commerce Bank with your name on it.
Hold on, I bet this is Cyndi Lauper.
Oh.
You want to talk to her, Mill?
No, I think I'll use my
Hello?
voice.
Hey.
Don't stop it now.
Don't stop now doing the Milburn Drysdale voice.
Cyndi?
Hey, is this the fabulous Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah, who is this? Is this Don and Mike?
Yes, it is. Hi, Cyndi.
Hi, how are you?
Doing?
Oh, what do you got, Rob? You got one of her records?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. Oh, come on. Stop that.
You
We
got
know
the
her.
new single, darling?
I don't know if we have the new
Yeah,
single.
you do.
Did
Walk
somebody
on
get us-
by. It's off of the live DVD. I've been making records. Can you play one, please?
All right,
I will,
it was the least
You're
we can
making
do.
me cry. I
I
feel
would
like
be-
you haven't bought a record in
I would-
25 years.
Darling, I would,
really
I would
sad.
love to. Beth Ann, where is Cyndi Lauper's new record?
Do we have her new record? Beth Ann, here's our producer, Beth Ann McBride.
I know.
Beth Ann?
Hi, Beth Ann.
Beth Ann, did you get the record they sent you to play?
It hasn't come in the mail yet.
Oh, now that is a...
Shall I sing it for you?
Yeah.
You sing your new
It's a
song.
Burt Bacharach song, and it's from the album At Last.
Okay.
And we do a live version off of the live DVD, which you can get at Virgin, a Tower, or any of them,
All right, buddy.
including Borders. And
Cyndi Lauper is allowed to do the plugs up
You're
front,
damn
ladies
right.
and gentlemen. Yeah.
Goddamn right. Okay.
anyway, it's a fun show. It's not an 80s show, so if you're coming just for the classics, we don't do that. I do old and new, and some stuff that's unrecorded, and there are some things, because it's live, depending upon the audience, that change all the time.
Now, when you say At Last, you talking about the old classic At Last?
It's nice that you're really current. Yeah.
You pigeonholed Mike.
At Last. Is that it?
Yeah, but it's, it is, but I do my own version.
I know you do. Probably for the best.
I worked on the record with Russ Titleman and William Whitman, who recorded the She's So Unusual album and mixed it and was also the associate producer.
Yeah.
And he also worked on Shine with me. We've done, this is the same band that I was out with Cher with. And the band is really a wonderful band. And it's kind of very energetic show, because for those who have...
Oh, hold on 1 second. What was that, Pat?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry, Cyndi. It was a guy.
No, that's okay.
All right. So, yes.
For the people who have the CD,
She's just really heavy into the cell right now, and I'm not really sure how to ease her out of it.
I know. It's
Evening
tough to
gown.
get a word into.
orchestra.
I love her. I'm a huge
Rock and
fan.
roll song. I mean, it's a rock and roll show.
You are one hard-working woman.
Well, I do what I want,
You work always, though. You seem to always be out there working.
because this is what I want to do in my life.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
Just like you. You've been in radio for how long?
Over
100 years.
You've been over almost 30 years. I've been 25 years.
Cyndi, how old are you? Can I
You're
ask?
a lifer.
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 46.
And I'm 45.
Okay.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot or make you
No,
defensive.
I feel that it's a sexist thing that they like to tag on women because they want to look good and kick the tires and see how much money.
No.
For goodness
Not
sake.
about that. It's not a sexist thing.
No?
Especially when we give you our ages right up front, you know?
Jesus.
So you're
I'm 51.
you're 51.
Okay. Then please step back and get ready for a compliment. You look I would never have guessed that you're 51.
No, I'm serious, very serious when I say that blows me away because I've seen you recently. I've seen video of you recently, and I mean, really, I'm surprised at that.
I only ask how old you are because I remember
Now,
back
is that sexist, Cyndi, by me saying that?
You know why? Let me explain. We are so conditioned. This is what I look like. And we're so conditioned that at this age you're supposed to be this, and this age you're supposed to be that, and then you're supposed to do this, and then you're supposed to do that. I think, personally, it's a crock. My grandmother lived till she was 99, and pretty functional till she fell in her...
When do you think she's going to be on Trading Spouses?
I think staying healthy...
I don't want to tell Cyndi Lauper to get bent.
No.
I mean, I guess I was never young when you first saw me either.
No,
my first hit was at 31.
See, there you go. That was going to be where I was going with this. I was going to say, how old are you now? How old you were when you had your first success? Because I was playing records back then. I remember when the program director, Buzz, you remember Buddy?
Absolutely.
Buddy, a hit record would have to come up and bite him on his gigantic ass for him to even acknowledge its presence. And he came in, and he was the last guy in the world to add a record. This was in Chicago, and he came in with your record, and it changed the radio station at the time, because we'd never played anything except whatever the garbage was that was being put out by the companies, that corporate rock and roll stuff.
Well, I really fought hard not to do corporate music. Whatever...
Bravo to you, sir.
Well, this is my whole life. I just feel, and I still feel very strongly, that whatever you do, I want to contribute. I want to contribute to music. And... you know, if you have a hit song, it's great, but you want a hit song that does something, that means something, that has like a part of you, that it's humanity.
All right, let me ask you. All right, we're being very, very serious on what is, really in our house here is a very goofy show. Do you have
I know. I could.
Do you have a goofy side?
I know.
Do you have a goofy side, Cindy? Do you have
a right?
Of course she does.
No, not me.
But I mean,
she's so unusual.
Yes, indeed.
Would you sing part of your new song for us?
No.
You
but
won't?
I think you should have it.
Well, you think so too.
I know you were serviced it.
Now, hold on. That would be calling our producer a liar, and we're not going to do that.
I believe you were serviced it. Everyone was serviced it. What kind of station are you? Are you at Hot AC?
No, we're talk.
You talk radio. Oh, that's why you don't have it.
Yeah. And that's maybe why we're a little goofier than you might be accustomed.
No, well, that's why you started on with an argumentative tone. That's okay.
What? Hold on.
Oh, wait,
Cindy,
now,
hold on. You have no bigger fan in this room than me, the lead voice.
No, I know. What would you expect?
What was
if I took something you did 25 years ago, and I made believe that you're still from Chicago, and you have done nothing since then?
Listen, if I had been blessed to have a hit record as big as Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
You were blessed with your speaking voice and your brain.
Yeah, he was.
Get out of here. You're crazy. Let me just go see her. She's very talented. Trust me. I am a big fan of hers. I don't know what's going on with her.
What about you two? You going to come?
Actually, are you ready for a surprise? No, I won't be there, but my son will tonight. And that's not a comp ticket, honey. He bought those out with his own money to see you tonight.
So listen, well, when I get off of, because in case it is live, I don't want to have his name on the air, but give me his name and I'll get him back.
Oh, that is very sweet. That's very nice.
That would be very nice. That would be wonderful. And then
but what about you?
I've got.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Did I put you on the spot?
Hey, who's being argumentative here? Yeah.
Well, which one are you? Are you Mike?
I was the one that said who's being argumentative here. I'm Mike.
And I'm the one with the 19-year-old that's going to see you tonight.
Don.
I'm Don.
So what are you doing, Mike?
I'm going to a restaurant.
No,
I'm going to a restaurant tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks. Look around, Cafe.
I'm going to my restaurant tonight.
You have a restaurant? Is this a plug? Or
Now he's turned this around.
Yo, no. You're more than welcome to come out after the show too. We'd love to have you.
When is it?
What?
What's your restaurant?
It's a little Irish pub.
You have the Irish pub?
Yes, a little Irish pub.
It's called the Irish Pub.
Where is it?
Don doesn't like me to plug it on the air.
But where is it?
Look around, Cafe.
Where are you? You're at Nissan tonight? Wolf Trap.
Now you're flowing with the plug.
What the hell is that?
No, she's at Wolf Trap.
At Wolf Trap. Oh, it's
really beautiful here.
It's a 30-minute drive. 30-minute drive.
It's so pretty. 30-minute drive from where?
From where you are.
To the restaurant.
Yes. From your restaurant to Mike's DJ restaurant. I mean, from your locale to Mike's DJ restaurant.
But enough about me. This is about you.
For half an hour.
Well, all right.
Mm-hmm. Please see Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
I am truly a fan of yours, and
But you're not coming.
No.
See, you're lost. It's a great show, and Taylor Dane is going to
oh my God,
for me. And
Taylor Dane's opening for you?
She's not open. She's a special guest.
She's going to be there? Well, then I'll be there.
Honey,
Taylor Dane is there.
Rock. And then in the end, I bring her on to my stage.
We have a history with Taylor Dane, and you two.
Is it sorted? It's sorted.
No, it's not sorted. It's all good when she used to carry a dog around in her handbag.
Yes, I remember
that. It's all very good.
Wow.
I'm Taylor Dane.
That's right. Here's my dog.
You both have that New York background.
I don't know. Is she from Jersey?
Maybe she is Jersey, the metro area, probably.
She's in the tri-state area, darling.
Tri-state area. She sounds like you a little bit when she talks. you know that if you've known Taylor Dane for a while. You know she sounds the same way.
I think she's great. She's
Taylor Dane. Talking to Cyndi Lauper.
Too. I always loved her. She got a lot of
chutzpah.
Yeah.
So do you, baby.
Yeah, you bet.
I'll poke you in the eye.
I know.
I like that,
I wasn't afraid of those wrestlers. I'm not afraid of you.
I'll poke you in the eye. I like that.
All right, I'd let you poke me in the eye. I like you. I'm a fan of yours. So don't get on my case. We're here promoting your show.
Well, which one are you, Mike?
I'm Don.
You're Don.
I'm the defensive one. For God's sakes, go see Cyndi Lauper tonight.
And I'm Mike. I'm a whore.
At Wolf Trap. And let me see. Also, if you're listening to us in Buffalo on the 8th, she'll be in Buffalo at the Center of the Arts. In Ontario, the 27th, 28th at the Casino Rama.
Wait a minute. What do you
Oh, yes. Welcome to my world, darling. We're syndicated. And,
so you're on right now in Buffalo, too?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and they've all heard
on an
how...
FM flamethrower in Buffalo, WBUF.
And they're all terribly offended that you took that tone with us at the beginning of this conversation.
Really? Oh, my God.
Phones are blazing right now.
It's a rock show. We're rockers. What do you think?
That's
what do you think of, like, some passive,
Hold on, let me do your plugs here. It's August 31st, Milwaukee, at the Potawatomi Casino.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure who's booking you these gigs. And then it's September 4th in Baltimore at the Pier 6 concert.
Hey, Cyndi, when you play at a casino, you hit the tables? You do any gambling when you're playing there?
No, I gamble with my career, I guess.
Okay.
No, you know, every time you write a song or you go for that feeling like, I think this is really special, I'm going to, do this, and that's like gambling. And, for me, I don't. But, everybody...
You're so funny. You thought that this was like a hot AC show.
I did. I was like, oh, you dirty rat, you...
See, I don't even know if people listening know...
Side swiper.
Hot AC is like...
Don't be a side swiper.
It's like watered down top 40.
Yeah.
So bland as if not to be offensive to anybody at all.
No, it's not.
Now,
hot AC actually, in the language of many, is music that isn't hip hop.
I will tell you this, Cyndi. Let me tell you this right now.
Although I love hip hop loops and I put them in everything, but it's basically for everything that isn't hip hop.
We could switch gears right now and communicate with you as if this was a hot AC station. I know Don's capable of it. I'm capable of it.
There, right?
We could do it right now.
Can I ask you a question? Wait. You guys are jocks, right?
Yes.
We're radio jocks.
Well, you were, right?
Yes.
So
we were zookeepers.
what do you think? Oh God.
We were.
I know the morning zoos.
Sure.
I know.
Of course,
But my question is, what do you think of the new stations that are a chain of stations that are starting to open around the country, where they're letting the DJs choose their music?
Who are these stations?
They're new stations, new chains out in the West Coast.
Really? I ain't heard of it.
I haven't heard of that.
I mean, I've heard of Infinity. I've heard of Clear Channel. I've heard of Entercom.
Yeah.
And
No, this is a new thing that's starting.
Wow.
I guess it's in rebuttal to what has been happening.
Listen, I'm for anything that gives DJs a little more control.
I'm for anything new.
Oh, but for those who want to just, remember when we were kids, we would discover new things from certain DJs. You would say, oh, I got to listen to this guy because he's been playing this, and this, which is a scene.
Oh, but baby, it's a different world now.
Well, way back in the day. I mean, back before all of our time.
You only had a few choices.
Back before all of our time, that was the way. I mean, the DJs had all the power. I mean, that's how you got records played.
I guess power.
I mean, I'm talking about way back in the, the days.
No, even back in the 70s. At the beginning of the 70s, there was only you lived by a big city, you heard one big radio station, maybe two, that played hit records. Right. Then you had maybe an alternative or a progressive station.
Yeah, and we used to stay up and put the radio under my. I used to put the radio under my pillow.
Yeah, but see, no one feels like that about the radio now. The only type of radio people listen to is the type that we do. To be quite honest with you,
I think that was good. We fought right away. That was very controversial.
Yeah.
The industry is free falling around us, yet somehow we have a golden parachute.
We are survivors.
Yes, we are. As are you, darling.
Well, I'm a lifer. I didn't go into this because I was just looking to make a hit record. I went into this to take on music as a life, as a vocation, as a career for, listen, Celia Cruz sang till she died. And Ella Fitzgerald, I think when she couldn't sing anymore, that's when she gave up. But I think that her courage and her singing and what she contributed to music was so extraordinary that why wouldn't you want to live your life that way and
You know who I think
have
is
that
super?
kind of integrity.
You know what's sad though about our culture, really? The thing that I remember most
Yes,
about
go ahead.
Ella Fitzgerald, what I remember the most is when she broke the glass. Remember that commercial?
Except that
You know who's
she
super?
really didn't break the glass.
No, she didn't break the glass.
You know, maybe television.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, she had a fantastic, incredible.
You know who's so super talented?
Who?
Jessica Simpson.
Well, Jessica, I worked with her. I saw her.
Come on.
She's surprisingly good
Oh.
on the take. In the rehearsals, she doesn't, like certain actors that you work with, in rehearsals, they won't give. They don't do it. They just kind of walk through it gently. And then when the camera's on, as soon as the camera's on, it's a different story.
Yeah, because, and you know, how is your acting? What are you doing with that?
Well, I've been talking to Joe Montello, who is a wonderful...
Who's that? Who is that?
Oh, we're going through... Could you do different sizes? No?
Wait, I'm confused now. What?
No. I'm on the phone live. I'm sorry.
Oh, now, excuse me, that was very rude.
It was
Hold
the
on.
lettering.
Oh, now, wait, that is a violation.
Who's rude now?
Oh, my God, after all that, we're accused of being argumentative.
There must be some kind of violation. And what aren't you allowed to say? Wait, now that we're... I'm in Vienna. Are there good cupcakes here?
I mean, I throw you a globe-sized softball. How's your acting going? And then bingo, she's talking to somebody else.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. You're right. I'm wrong. It was wrong of me. Very wrong.
5 minutes talking about Ella Fitzgerald, and then all of
a sudden, no, I don't like that lettering.
Well, have a cupcake.
No, they don't bake cupcakes here. And like an idiot, I was talking to somebody, some station, and I'm looking. It was really early, and I'm looking at it, talking to Jessica Simpson, and I said, Vienna, you got gondolas there? I'm like, well,
you are all over the place.
You crack with this bug?
I'm not gondolas.
off and on.
It's not Venice. It's Vienna, and it would
You know,
taste
I'm digging this interview.
because it's in Virginia.
I'm thinking this is an A-list guest that we should have on more often.
So.
Yes, absolutely. I like the fact that it's. I like it when we have somebody on the show where I'd say 30% of this interview I've been completely confused.
Really?
Yes,
You're not following
that's
me?
right. No, and I think that's great. But you know what I take away? Seriously, somebody comes up, if anybody ever walks up to me and says, "Hey, are you a tough guy?" I'm going to say, "I'll poke you in the eye." I love that. Yeah. And if you take that away from an interview, you've done
how
well.
many fingers?
All right, Cyndi.
Wait. Let me tell you because you want to know. I've been talking to Joe Montello.
And Don said, "Who's that?"
Who's
I
that?
don't know who that is.
And that's when you started talking to one of your assistants about cupcakes.
I said I was sorry and I was wrong.
Is he mobbed up? Is he mobbed up?
Joe Montello is a Tony Award-winning director on Broadway.
All right, super.
He just did. He directed Wicked. He just did. Sondheim's Assassin.
All right, you're talking Broadway. So you're going to go to Broadway? You're going to do Broadway or what?
Well, I started, when I did this, that last CD, it was all covers until I started to realize, at first I chose songs from the 50s and 60s thinking, well, my voice suits that. Mm-hmm. Because
like
I could have done a standard CD, and then I started looking at it. I studied jazz under Lenny Tristano's school, and I kind of felt like, I don't want to make a record that sounds old.
You must mention all these names like Joe Montello and Lenny Tristano. These sound like guys that really ought to, take their girlfriends out on Friday night. These sound
because they're Italian?
They're friends of ours.
Yeah.
All right. I think Italian is good, because I'm Sicilian, so it's a mix of everything.
There you go.
You must sing for me now your hit song All Through the Night. Please? Please?
What are you?
Please?
Audition?
Please?
Please, you're not auditioning.
Come on, it's a request. It's a favor. I'm a fan.
We don't play music on this show. This is the only way we get it.
Please?
Please, and we love music.
Just all through the night. And I like that at the end where...
sing with me, too?
Well, no, you don't want me to sing with you. The end where you do that real high, that... Can you still do that? Or are you enhanced now with computers?
Oh, no, it's live.
So you...
It's live.
Can you hit all your notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever I hear, I exercise. I do my exercises all the time.
Are you
like
talking
my
about like
instrument.
a
And I do yoga
vocal?
because you have to keep yourself very strong.
Talking about vocal exercises.
I do that too.
I mean, do you have a treadmill or vocal exercise?
You're not. No, I do yoga and weights.
Sing me a song about cupcakes. You just make up a song.
Did you ever listen to Chibumato?
Shibumato?
Yeah.
Is he Italian?
No, it's a Japanese group.
Everybody you're talking about is from Mars. Every single name you mentioned.
Everybody knows that was the group that Sean Lennon played bass in for a while. Come on, where are you, on Mars?
Yes, I guess I am.
No, well, ask your son. It's Don or Mike.
That's Don. I'm the one that's not getting what you're saying.
Now, this is Mike, and we got some Chibumato coming up here. Well, Chibumato
about
show.
Food. She was always singing about food. It's so great. It's so cool. It's fantastic.
Can you sing a little bit of that last for me, please? This is Mike asking this, please. Can you?
You're going to sing on the phone now?
Please. I know it's not. It's going to be great.
No, it ain't.
Well,
sing for him, and you'll be here in dial tone.
Why? Because you asked already.
Because I asked first.
Okay. Don asked first. You asked fan. First. You are the fan.
You are both crazy. Oh, now you want me to sing for you on the phone?
Please. Just sing like one line.
We're begging. We don't beg anybody. We're begging.
Come on, just sing all through the night.
I ain't got no keyboard right next to me
to
do a pitch.
I ain't got no keyboard.
All right, I don't have a keyboard. I do now clean up my grammar since my son, but I'm not in the right state, so he's not going to know, because I don't want him to talk like me.
As long as you don't say, I could have went to the store.
Why?
That's a terrible grammatical error. It's my least favorite.
I could have gone.
Yes.
Correct.
There you are.
Oh, when people say I could have went. Oh,
yes,
yeah, that's
yes, Eliza.
And have you heard the new funny way of saying didn't you? Like, didn't you go there? You say didn't you?
Oh, please, that's what my assistant. No,
see, isn't
you
that funny?
didn't.
Didn't you? Yeah. See, we know it's funny. We know it's we get jokes. We're jocks.
Sure. All right.
Okay. We do have to say goodbye now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had you on a half hour now, so.
Thank you for staying later than you were supposed to.
All right, I'm sorry I killed you there.
No, you didn't. No,
that's okay.
See, now I'm going to feel bad that you're not
That's okay.
You're going to go eat your dinner, Mike.
No, my kid's coming.
You haven't eaten there before. What, you got to go to a restaurant?
Look around cafe.
Come on.
My kid's coming to your show tonight. If you hold on the line, Beth Ann will give you his name.
That I definitely will.
And I'll give you all the restaurant information, and I'll send a car for you.
Okay, wait.
Thank you, Cyndi. Hold on a second, please.
All right, cool.
There she is.
She's
oops.
You're so unusual. You didn't hang up on her, did you?
Yeah, hold on. No, there she is. Hold on, please. Got it. Okay.
Ooh. You know what? That's the kind of person that can come back anytime she wants.
I don't know. She gives me an ice cream headache.
As long as we got her good, you have to get her good piece. Because otherwise, if it's one of those, hey, we're here with Cyndi Lauper, she's going to go on.
I just got the feeling that could have been the beginning of like another Leah Remini.
I know. And that's maybe why it's so special.
God.
You don't want to be hurt again.
Come see the special Cyndi Lauper Time of the Month tour. Who was not thinking that?
Oh, my God. Hey, come on, she'll poke you in the eye.
That's right. That interview goes 5 more minutes. You're spending the night at her house.
I love her.
I know. So do I. She's 51. Yeah. She looks damn good for 51.
And I want to thank you very much for not bringing up what I thought you might bring up. And I know that was in your mind, and I want to say thank you.
Not until now it was.
Okay, really?
But now.
Okay. No. But the fact that you booked her to play at the day of my birthday.
I knew that last year. She obviously, you know why I didn't bring it up? She obviously didn't remember.
No, which is good.
What are you? What is this, talk?
Come on.
Hot AC? Doesn't even remember. Crazy girl doesn't even remember she was booked on the show to sing on your birthday.
He thinks they mellow when you find out you have more than one station. Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yeah.
Now, what happened to the Cyndi Lauper song?
I thought it'd be funny if you played her that.
Play with Yo-Yo?
Yeah.
And the Osmonds?
What?
This was Rob. Why? I don't know. He had it loaded in the machine. Hello?
Hey.
Cyndi wants to talk to Mike real quick.
Oh, no.
Hey, she might be coming.
On the air or off the air?
On the air.
Okay.
On the air.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
You're back on with...
Are you going to send me a car? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
She said you weren't gonna. She said you just fibbing.
What?
Are you really sending a car?
Beth Ann, if I said that, of course I'd send her a car.
All right, hold on.
That's all this is about.
Hold on, this is Beth Ann calling in now. Beth Ann?
Yeah.
Worth it.
Beth Ann?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess...
Yeah, if she wants to come, absolutely.
Really? I mean, that's for true?
Yes.
Well, she actually didn't hear it. I heard it, and then I said, "Oh, and he's not really going to send a car for you." And she said, "What do you mean?"
Of course he will.
What interest would I have in lying about that?
Okay, well then
See,
But
he's
she's
not
not-
one of those guys, Beth Ann. See, we thought he was one of those guys.
I've misjudged.
He's just a boaster, right?
I will send a car full of cupcakes.
You two continue to discuss this.
Yes.
Thanks. Hold on, please, Cyndi.
Anything she wants.
Bye, Beth Ann.
Bye.
So you think you might be able to get her out to the old spread tonight?
No, you know she's not going to come out there.
I bet she does.
But you know what? If she said, yeah, I'd like to, of course. But I mean, didn't you get that from the tone? That it was just Beth Ann saying that I wouldn't send the car, and then she went and said, well, let's ask him if he'd send the car. Because she's just being difficult. That's what it's all about. And now I feel like I'm having my period.
Wow. And to think that I almost hung up on her like 3 minutes into that when she was real serious on our ass.
We have to tough it out, I think, sometimes with those interviews, because it was getting so heavy.
I mean, why did you ask me? Honey, it's a compliment. It's a freaking compliment that you're 51 and you still look pretty good. Although I think I'd have to use the Kathy Lee Gifford rule on her.
Oh, really?
I'm afraid I'd have to.
She went through a period where at the beginning of her career, when she had all the hits, and it was kind of like, and then recently when I saw her, I was very surprised at how good she looked.
Well,
I didn't know she had that hit at 30 years of age.
If I was going to be her lover, I am afraid that I would have to duct tape her mouth. Much like Kathy Lee.
I agree.
She's an eccentric one. She's a cute one.
Yes.
She's an eccentric one.
But I don't know. And she is still on the phone with Beth Ann.
Oh, that conversation. You played a segment of that conversation. That's the way that's going.
What if she ends up coming to your Jack in the Box tonight?
Karaoke night.
Look around.
I couldn't be more proud. Anything can happen. God. I couldn't be more proud.
Wow.
No, that's not going to happen.
I'll bet it does.
She's still on the phone. I bet. What the hell? Maybe she's not going anywhere. Let me see. Where's that? Did I already throw away the plug?
He's giving Beth Ann information on where to send the car and what
And your
time.
son is going to the concert tonight.
Yeah. So
That's pretty
maybe maybe you could invite him to your place. Is he old enough to get in?
No.
No.
Would she eat for free?
Not after 9. Huh?
He's got a fake ID.
For free?
What's that?
Would she eat for free?
Of course.
Drink?
Yeah. All right now. Let's not get crazy. There's rent to pay.
I'm looking at her schedule, and I don't think she's got a gig tomorrow.
Well, there you go.
She's got the night off. It's hold on. She's got to be take it back. She has to be in New Jersey tomorrow night.
Oh.
So how could she?
So they'll be out tonight.
Yeah.
They'll fly out tonight or drive out tonight.
Or maybe they'll drop by your place tonight. That'd be kind of ironic, don't you think? Because I'm like really nutty for Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, but you know that I would do that if I would. Of course, I would provide transportation.
She's sending a car.
Yeah.
But the fans in the back go, no, he didn't mean that. Hey, you're killing me here.
But you don't even really like her.
She's a celebrity. She's a star.
No, I know.
It's a Manassas.
That's what I find ironic.
Star Manassas.
I know.
Baby.
If I was in your position, if I owned the Look Around Cafe,
I'd send a big car.
You bet your ass.
I get a full-size car, like a Cavalier. A Cavalier? A Buick?
You get a nice rickshaw.
Sure. A Prius?
Prius is a tough car to get now.
I know. I was in back of one driving in today.
So was I.
A very slow-moving Prius.
Yeah. Right. And doesn't it seem to you that everybody that drives one looks like Larry David?
Absolutely. Men and women.
Male or female.
Right.
Okay, we're going to break. Our thanks to Cyndi Lauper to help us start the show. She is still on the phone with Beth Ann right now.
I'll poke you in the eye.
We will be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Are you retarded? It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
No, I'm not retarded.
Because a retarded person can make a cup of coffee. Right. Am I right, Tom?
Oh, I don't really know much about the limitations of the handicap.
I know an employment agency that hires out retarded people for $4 an hour. So, if making a cup of coffee is too difficult a task for you, Miss Bennett, perhaps you'd be good enough to let me know, and I'll contact this agency and give a retarded person a job.
Introducing Average Joe.
I wasn't too rough on her, was I?
Well, she is new and all.
The Don and Mike Show. Zero tolerance for stupidity. The Don and Mike Show.
Right. 20 years ago. I think it was 20 years ago. You know, I wish I had a freaking #1 record. Cyndi Lauper, 20 years ago. 20 years ago. You can tell him that, bro, the truth. When Buddy Scott, tight-ass of all tight-ass program directors.
Right.
First off, he was awful to work. Buzz and I working at WBBM-FM in Chicago.
Yes. One of the best impressions that Buzz Burbank does is of your former program director, Buddy Scott.
Because I'll be honest with you. You are not a disc jockey, you have never been a disc jockey, and you're not respecting the music.
So this guy, besides being a hotliner, meaning a guy who would call you in between records to tell you that you stink,
right,
or tell you what you're doing wrong, besides restricting radio personality in every way,
right,
he also really seemed to enjoy the fact that, and I am not exaggerating this, at any given time, the radio station we worked at, the Hot Hit station, played 12 records.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Total all day?
Currents, 12 records.
Oh, my God.
And we literally played the same records every 90 minutes. Sometimes in the same order.
The #1 record played every hour, didn't it?
Yes, on the top of the hour.
Yeah. Wow.
So if it was some fag song like "Wake Me Up Before You Go," it would be every hour.
Yeah.
Here's your most requested song. And I would always do stuff like lie and say, "Buddy, I promise nobody called for that. People were calling for this." Anyway, he was the last guy in the world to add a record. That was his other big thing.
Power.
That we're going to wait until the record is absolutely played everywhere else in the world, right, before it gets played on our station, which means it sucked to work there, of course, but this was one of the few records that he actually came in, like the day that it came out.
He was excited about it.
He said, "This now, Buzz, you'll have to do it." He came down to the studio, I was doing the nighttime show, and he said, "Now, who says we don't play new music?"
Yeah, we play the new music. Look at this. I've added Cyndi Lauper.
There he is. So anyway, Cyndi Lauper.
And then he would go back to his tab and his moon pies.
And
he would drink tab and eat moon pies?
That was his favorite snack.
And his disco ball.
Yeah, he had one in his office, yeah.
Now, we did have some kick-ass Friday parties at B96, and you knew that they were good parties when I started there, where I did the night show, then I did the morning show, and it would be a good station to work at when on a Friday afternoon, everybody from the morning show was still downtown at the radio station, ready for Buddy's 5 o'clock party on Friday.
So he was good enough to do that for people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Did he like to celebrate? Was he a festive guy?
Yes, he was, and God, was he hideous. When I say a grotesque human being, as described on this show, how handsome we are.
Right.
Seriously. Thank you for that, Rob. Seriously now. Compared to him, it is, I'm George Clooney and you're Brad Pitt. I mean, forget it. He was like Jabba the Hutt.
Really?
He was that
big and fat.
That huge.
At the time, he was the only CBS executive at that level who could fly first class because no coach seat would accommodate him.
So anyway, he was a tight ass.
What did he got?
And Cyndi Lauper, come on. Sing for us next time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how she treats my kid tonight at the show. Thank you to Cyndi Lauper, and that's nice that she let me.
Yeah, that's very nice of her.
My kid and my family. Last night, I was going to mention this right when she called. Last night, my wife called during the last break of the show and said, "Don't forget to stop at the store to get popcorn."
Yeah. Yes, stop at the Piggly Wiggly and get some popcorn.
Right, I couldn't go to 7-Eleven to get the microwave kind.
Yes, you wanted it in a jar, the real kernels.
Right, so I said, "Oh, why is that?" And it's because, now keep in mind the countdown to the boy going back to school, about 12 days. Mm-hmm. It's next Saturday that he and I will be, and I'm finding that there's a busy season now in my life, and the busy season pretty much starts the moment he gets out of school in the summer, which means I got to be on his ass all the time, followed in no particular order by Mother's Day, my wife's birthday, my anniversary, which is this coming weekend.
This coming Saturday.
And then it'll be getting him off to school.
Very busy.
So that's, those are the 4 big major things that are happening.
That's a lot.
And because she's been at odds with him recently, and I've chronicled this, they fight a lot, and they've worked things out, but she wants to manufacture this we're all getting along okay, and let's get him off to school with the best possible send-off we can. So we're going to have a family night.
Movie night.
And she wanted me to get the popcorn. So I go to the store, and I call her up when I'm at the store. I said, now, I don't want to screw this up. Have this be another simple job. What is it that you want? And she describes perfectly. I want the kind, just popcorn kernels in the jar.
Right.
Now, I'm looking. They don't have, like, any organic or naturally grown or... Yeah, I'm looking for... I'm looking for anything that's off-brand. Finally, the only thing I see is Orville Redenbacher. So I call her up. I go, is this okay? She says, yes, that's fine. So I make the special trip. I go there. I come home with the stuff.
Now, that's a brand name.
Sit down. We have a pleasant dinner. And then we're going to go watch this movie. And she says, does anybody want popcorn? And she had just made dinner, something she very rarely does, and it was quite good. And I said, no thanks. And Bart said, no thanks. And then she said, well, I'm not going to make the popcorn then. I said, why wouldn't you make the popcorn? She said, well, I'm not going to have it if you guys aren't going to have it. I said, I never wanted the popcorn.
Popcorn seemed to be the focus of the evening.
But here again now, here's what she said. She said, but it's movie night. I said, yeah? She said, if we were going to the movies, you'd get popcorn. I said, yeah, I guess we would, but I just had dinner like 2 seconds ago. I don't want any popcorn. And she said, all right, well, just forget it. And then I stood there holding like this jar of popcorn. Like,
hard fought for.
Like, you know, who's the retard now? I'm sitting there looking at it like it's me, like.
The popcorn that you struggled out into the weather to go get, right?
And we didn't end up having it. The night ended up being fine.
Good.
We watched that movie Bubba Hotep. For those of you thinking about renting that, Bubba Ho Hum.
Really?
Don't. It's got. I didn't care for it. It's got
your kid likes it though.
Yeah,
right?
It's got Bruce Campbell in it, and what's his name? Ozzie Davis. And I told you, Bruce Campbell is Elvis in an old age home, and Ozzie Davis is JFK.
And Briscoe County Jr., right?
Yeah, that's right. And just didn't
think of the B movies. That is a classic B movie.
Didn't do it for me, but the boys seemed to think it was good. Anyway, so we all got to spend time together last night.
Right.
And we're counting down now to his getting back to college. And I get in here today, and I'm looking at stuff around the radio station. And Mike, I'm wondering how come you, Mr. Voice Man, Mr. known as America's #1 mimic,
right?
How come you're not in business like the other boys are here?
I wasn't asked.
Well, now listen. Here's the deal. That the other boys here, they as it was well chronicled,
right?
Listen. I'll put myself in the category. We are all whores.
Yeah, and I certainly demonstrated how much of a whore I am in the last segment.
That's what we do. I like to think that I've got it under control.
You have it under control,
but I'm
more than most.
But I'm a whore. Buzz is a whore.
Yes.
Rob's the biggest whore.
We could all find chips on the whore scale for each and every one of us.
Now, something that obviously you do commercials because you're good with the voices. That's your job on the show. You're fantastic. Buzz does commercials because Buzz has the Buzz voice, and I just heard Buzz on TV today for Marlowe Furniture.
Right. Hey, way to go! Nice score. Thank you.
And then there's my man.
That's right. I'm easy and I try harder.
There's my man Rob. So
yes,
what they've done, at least for Buzz, and I guess Rob is going to get this as well.
Right.
There's a little one sheet here that has a photo of Buzz.
Right.
And it has the Don and Mike Show logo, and it says Buzz Burbank of the Don and Mike Show.
Sure.
Now let me read you what it says about Buzz, and then I'm going to read you what the one about Rob says.
All right.
And fellas, these are handouts that, since they're out there in the hallway by the sales office, and that's one great thing about having moved our office back downstairs.
Yeah, you get to see everything that's going on down here.
Right. Being up on the third floor before, we were kind of isolated away from the rest of the real part of the radio station.
That was by design.
Yeah. We don't get to see good stuff like this in the sales office. So it's Buzz's picture. And who do these go to?
Our salespeople give them to prospective clients, people who may be interested in advertising, or maybe who already advertise with us but would like one of us to do their commercial.
The way I get it is you hand that to a client, and the client just starts throwing money at the station.
Yeah.
So here's what it says about Buzz. It has the photo of Buzz wearing his Miami Vice shirt. Sure. See that? And he's got the suit coat on. Buzz Burbank is a veteran award-winning news anchor.
Yeah. Already we're laughing.
I'm sorry, I did not pre-read it.
Pre-read it.
I did not pre-read it.
I am
too. Oh my. Okay, start again.
Yeah, well,
get a running start.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Secret Santa is worth $1,200. We mentioned that? And we'll be playing Name That NFL Player later today.
So we urge everybody to participate in the the award-winning secret sound contest.
Buzz Burbank, ... is a veteran. You could end it right there.
Yeah.
A veteran, because we discussed that.
Yeah.
He is a veteran of those wars where it was so cold.
Very cool.
Buzz Burbank is a veteran award-winning news anchor and a prominent character on the nationally syndicated Don and Mike Show, carried exclusively in the D.C. market by WJFK. For over a dozen years here, Buzz has brought a Midwestern sensibility to every message he delivers.
Okay, this is getting better.
Buzz began his broadcast career nearly 3 decades ago in both radio and television, but in recent years he's become a popular commercial spokesman. Buzz uses humor and creativity, along with his...
I don't even remember, so I can't wait to hear.
Along with his credibility to bring satisfying results.
Yeah!
Advertisers by you.
You can buy credibility.
Yes, you can.
Anyway, sure. Hey, just let Buzz deliver your message.
Yeah.
Now, there's one... Rob wants to get some of this action going.
Yes. He can't handle all the clients,
Of course he can.
So Rob wants to start throwing his hat into the ring to do more commercials.
Right.
Now, Rob's my best friend.
Yeah.
And I say this with a lot of love.
Right.
He ain't got what you got, and he ain't got what you got.
No, but I bring something different.
That's true. Something worthwhile.
Now, I'll say if I'm out there and I got a business and I'm listening to the show right now, first off, I wouldn't pick my voice. I've got the worst radio voice in the world. Of you guys, I would say, well, like, Mike's got Mike's got a million voices, a regular speaking voice.
Right.
Very professional. Buzz has got the, the
announcer guy, right?
And what does Rob bring?
I don't know.
Humor. Humor.
I don't know.
That's it. That's it. Right
You're in my category. I don't know. Other than
Are we character voices, but we don't have to put one on? Or anyway, how does it do?
Here's what Rob wrote for his, and this is what's going to be made for Rob, where it says on the top, Rob Spiewak of the Don and Mike Show.
Very good.
Has a nice candid photo. And this is incidentally as written by Rob.
Rob wrote his own, yes.
It's actually revised from what the sales guy wrote, but most of it is mine, so I'll take all the credit.
A popular fixture on the Don and Mike Show, Rob Spiewak has been a producer, writer, and jester for over 12 years with the radio gods. Rob Spiewak's soulless contributions to the Don and Mike Show.
Soulless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Souless. Soulless.
Yeah, it looks better on paper than it
I
is.
can't wait till that car dealer says that. What's this mean?
Rob's soulless contributions to the Don and Mike Show have made for a rather embarrassing legacy, but one that's been profitable for advertisers. This is what a whore he is. Mr. Spiewak's commercial work and spokesperson sponsorships have delivered for businesses, and they can deliver for your business.
That's right.
Put Rob's creativity, sense of humor, and recognizable voice to work for you.
See, and that's how I attack the voice issue.
Sure, they're
If nothing else.
recognizable.
You can pick it out.
Yeah,
That's
people
Rob.
probably recognize you more than anybody else.
Yeah.
By the way, that's Rob's familiar voice that you hear booming out of the FedEx Field PA during the pregame of every Redskins.
Put it all in
game.
there. Use all your assets,
Sell,
right?
baby, sell.
Outside of the Don and Mike Show, you may also recognize him from his delightful infomercials on WJFK.
Yeah. And they do delight.
Oh, my God.
Has Rob Spiewak sold out?
Ah, good question.
You bet he has. And so will your inventory.
Isn't that great?
If you take advantage of his shameless and very large flat head full of useless information. Rob Spiewak writes and delivers copy that engages listeners and keeps them listening.
Right.
Rob is married and the father of 2. If you hire him, his children will eat tonight. And we thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Use the kids.
Everything.
You're awful.
And I can be called during normal business hours right here.
Okay, stop it with that stuff.
Oh, my God.
Both of you guys are just retarded.
It'll be better with a picture.
It's funny. Oh, that's great.
That'll fix it real good.
That is great. Well, it's what we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh, my God.
what you guys do.
Yeah, and now I'm sensing that probably because of the way you're positioning yourself with all of this, They'd have to make you a pretty significant offer to get you back into the... I mean, well, the bottom line,
be honest.
With you and I, we have to do what we have to do to fulfill our contract.
We do commercials, but then you have side deals that you
I have tons of side deals, yes.
Man, listen, color me jealous. Nobody wants me.
Oh, that's not true.
That can't be true.
Now, come on, now be honest.
One of these sheets.
Why don't you be honest about this?
I don't want to be on. I would never want to be on one of those sheets.
You still have the same offer open, right? You would do it for 20% of the cruise line?
That's it. And it's the only one he's ever flirted with, ladies and gentlemen. That's
The big brown boat.
A long time ago. Carnival, right after they dumped Kathy Lee.
Right. Okay. Anyway, congratulations to all of you on all of your continued successes. All of you.
Thank you.
For goodness sakes.
Oh my God! Wow,
and
I like Midwestern sensibility more than anything else. That's what I like.
Credibility.
Yeah.
Credibility.
Is it sensibility or credibility?
Well,
There
they're
was
both
credibility earlier.
Midwestern sensibility is the phrase.
Which leads to credibility, right?
And in either case, I think of when you wore that mask on your chin.
No, I know. I'm aware of all of that.
Back when we did that on the show.
But if people are still buying credibility, I'm still selling.
And for everybody in the room that day, I thought you were credible.
He was incredible.
Unbelievable.
How do you just said what Dennis says again?
Because it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm getting an ice cream headache. This is too funny.
Okay, boy.
I'm not the beautiful lady from Chicago.
And you might as well include him in the mix too.
Oh yeah, let's
Lord
get him
knows
one.
he, as far as he counts.
Yeah, right. He's done commercials.
Absolutely.
Let's clear these out. Clear these lines out right now. Here's your chance to win $1,200.
Wow.
With the secret sound, a common, everyday sound.
That was credible, Buzz.
Yeah, thank you.
Your wow was very credible.
What I sell.
I thought it was a grunt. It was a wow.
Wow. It's a grunty wow.
Yeah.
What do you think you're in Siegfried and Roy? Sitting over there going, wow. It's like you look like Paul Lind a little bit. Going, wow. Some Charles Nelson Riley happening there. Wow. $1,200. If you can identify this common everyday sound. 877-365-3636. Be the 100th caller right now, and good luck.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
A bitter cold night. The Giants, with a victory against the Eagles tonight, could reduce the edge to a half a game. Not on camera now. We're in Philadelphia at Franklin Field. The score, the New York Football Giants 13, the Philadelphia Eagles 9.
Now in their 20th season, it's the Don and Mike Show.
No kidding, now in the 20th season. Wow. Later on today's show, name that NFL player. All right. You guys have 20 chances to call in with yes or no questions. Good. See if you can identify the NFL starting player. Don't forget, watch that Training Spouses show tonight on Fox. I only mentioned that because we had the lady on, the mommy on yesterday, who's going to be on tonight.
Yeah, speaking of argumentative, it got a little argumentative yesterday, too.
And I saw a longer promotional announcement for that show.
Right?
She is a handful.
Is she really? I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, there's good news and bad news with that. Here's what originally was bad news. That mommy yesterday really didn't like the way that our interview went.
No, not one little bit.
And she said something to the people at Fox.
Mm-hmm.
However, the people at Fox are very cool, and they've decided that this might be a good place for them to pitch to get some new mommies for Trading Spouses.
Very good.
So tomorrow, someone from Fox has requested some time to come on the show.
Wow.
To say where they're going to be casting
Fox smells sulfur
for more trading mommies.
Do they have any requirements? Like, do you have to be fat or hot?
No. Don't know any of that. All I know is that
just upper middle class.
What I had heard was that they do these interviews all with the DJs everywhere.
Right.
There have only been two contestants, two wives, two mommies thus far that have done the interviews that have complained about the interviews. Both mommies that complained about the interviews were on our show. So then they got a copy of the tape and they said, hey, that's not bad. How would you like to have the lady? We want to cast to find more mommies.
Sure.
To be on this show.
Sure.
So that's,
see, that's smart thinking at Fox.
That's tomorrow on the show. And then Thursday, oh gosh, go ahead and and pick boogers all the way up to the third knuckle on your index finger. Somebody from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated.com, click, NASCAR, something.
Click, you don't drive that Corvette. You're not a fool, drive that Corvette. No need to drive that Corvette. What do you drive that Corvette for anyway?
I don't know. It's NASCAR. Thursday, we'll do something with NASCAR.
One day I do NASCAR, don't drive no
Hello,
Corvette.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hi, guys. Am I caller 100?
Yes, you are, my friend.
Awesome.
Yes, it is. What's your name?
My name's Steve. I'm in San Francisco.
Steve, thank you for listening. Steve, you've got the Starsky and Hutch DVD, starring Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, Starsky and Hutch, now on Divid and video. Are you actually listening on the San Francisco station?
Yes, Don, I'm one of the 2 listeners out here.
That is very exciting news that we're actually speaking to someone who's listening on our San Francisco affiliate.
Because,
It's 15:50 a.m.
Even though we're not supposed to talk about the rating service anymore because our company's got a problem with them, I heard it through the grapevine that our station in San Francisco does not even show up in the ratings.
It's that's very sad.
It doesn't even have a 0.00 next to it. They don't even bother printing it.
No one's listening.
But see, Mike, there's the argument for the whole ratings thing, which we can't get into.
No.
Obviously, somebody's listening.
Yeah, and if one person's there and he's calling in, who knows how many people are just sitting there, eating
7, 8.
I'm trying to spread the good word.
How many people are sitting down there eating Ghirardelli chocolate?
Here you go. For $1,200. Your clues are, for the secret sound, here are your clues. Hygiene, personal hygiene, Bob the intern, and alcohol. Do you think you have a guess already?
Yeah, I've been listening for about 10 years. I used to go to college out in Sacramento. I think I have an idea.
All right, good. Well, then we'll play you the sound, and we wish you good luck. Oh, shut up, Rob.
Caller, name this sound.
I know you didn't say that, but you were saying something under your breath, something to him, weren't you?
Well, I just wanted to say that must be a fine college.
Oh, Rob.
You're right, Rob. It sucks.
Here's the sound. There it is. That's the sound. Let me play it for you one more time so you get to hear it one more time. Common everyday sound. There it is. Hold on with your answer. Hold, here comes Mike now.
Girls just wanna have fun.
Yeah. Okay, just in case she happens to be listening now.
Yes.
Cyndi Lauper, tonight, you have my permission. If you'd like to do a Mrs. Robinson with my son.
Wow. That is generous of you.
Yeah. I would throw him over immediately.
Beth Ann told me she was making inquiries in the back room.
Inquiries about what?
Me.
Cyndi Lauper was?
Yes. And Beth Ann once again supported me. I'll tell you after he gets
Okay, all right, great.
It's another one of those fine, watch my back, Beth Ann.
Is the widow Lauper available?
For $1,200, what is that sound?
God, I'm probably not even close, but is it the pulling of the metal lid when you open a bottle of mouthwash?
I need you to be more specific, please.
There's that little, yeah, I knew it.
That's right.
No.
Oh, we're sorry. Oh, we're sorry. Oh,
Okay.
we're sorry.
No, that's wrong.
College man.
And the secret sound now is
I heard that buzz.
$1,300.
I'm kidding.
On tomorrow's episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being the one in San Francisco.
Oh, I love you guys so much, and I'm trying to spread the word out here.
Thank you for listening
Thank
on KYCY. Should be KNBL. Nobody's listening. Okay.
Yeah, Beth Ann recounted the conversation that apparently she was asked, is he married? And no, he's single.
This is Cyndi Lauper asking Beth Ann about you.
I don't know how exactly it went down, but all I know is, and she said, is he good looking or is he hot or something? And Beth Ann's comment to Cyndi Lauper was, he's very nice.
Hold on.
Or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it went.
Get in here for a second, please.
I'm not sure exactly what went down.
Is she coming to your Jack in the Box tonight?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea.
Are you sending a car?
I would if she wants.
From Ms. Lauper?
She was on the phone with Beth Ann McBride for an hour after the interview.
Hey.
So, what about Cyndi Lauper and Mike? What was she asking about Mike?
Well, she was on the phone with me for a while. And,
a good long time.
About 20 minutes.
Wow. And she was asking what?
Well, after about 5 minutes of giving me the details for Bart, She said, so, I was like, she did her little accent, she was so embarrassed, and she went right to Mike and asked if you were married. And I said, no.
Just out of the blue, out of left field?
Yeah. Shocked me. I said, but he does have a girlfriend. And she got a little upset, and then she said, well, is he cute? And I said, he's so nice.
Yeah. Thanks. There, that's good. I'm glad you recounted that conversation. Thank you, Beth Ann.
Why are you killing him like that?
Thank you.
Why are you killing him like that?
Of course he's very handsome.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
All right. Okay.
No, you,
right.
With
you
these
say
good
that,
looks,
you
she's
say that
so
to
nice.
another girl. That's like a guy saying,
Right.
you know, hey, what's she look like? And here's the difference. A guy
would be straight.
A guy wouldn't say she's got a nice. A guy would say
she's a beast.
You know, right? Butterface.
As Joe likes to say, butterface.
Yeah,
right.
That's what a guy says.
Thank you.
So anyway, are you sending a car? Is Mike sending a car?
Yes. Did you make arrangements for the limousine?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So she is not coming to your place.
No, she's going to be here and gone, but during the tour, I think she'll be checking in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
very good. So there's that.
And
Good.
she'll probably ask about Mike.
All right. Okay. I'll brief you on how to handle that one for me too. You know.
That is, if my son don't get her first tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The side deals. You know. Side deals. Okay. Yeah. We're not sure would have been the answer. I would have been not the definitive no.
How perverted is that?
Right.
I might be turned on by watching that scene.
Oh my God.
Oh! Cyndi Lauper with my son.
Ah, God, bad. Bad man.
Joking. Kidding. God, he got me all boogie.
Wow.
Kidding.
That would be that perhaps Lauper would be checking in about 9 months.
Oh, God.
Where's the check?
God. Shoot me now.
Oh my
I
God.
would go blind.
Oh dear.
Thank you, man.
Little orange-haired baby.
Walk backstage at Wolf Trap tonight. Shit. Legs akimbo.
Oh no. Oh dear.
It's my sweet boy.
Way to go, young man.
Yeah.
I'll poke you in the eye. I'll poke you in the eye.
Well, oh my God! All of these calls from San Francisco. Let's see how many how many people are actually listening.
Yeah, and it has to be on the San Francisco station.
Correct. Jason,
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
what station are you listening to us on?
1550.
KYCY.
AM 1550
I
on
want you
San
guys to know that the show's great and glad to have you here in the city.
How does
Thank you,
how
my
does it
friend.
sound? Does it sound good?
Sounds like AM.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Honest. There's AM and then there's
no more.
There's AM and then there's AM.
Here is Mark, also in well, I don't know where he's from. Mark?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. What can we do for you?
Sacramento South. Do the dance, boys.
No, we're not going to do the dance for it.
Get out of here. Not if you ask for it. Hold on a second. Matt. Hello, Matt.
Don and Mike, Radio Gods.
Yeah, well, are you listening on the San Francisco station?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right.
This is interesting.
I got to tell you something, though, guys.
People.
If these guys cut you off every day, either after the second hour or the third hour, every single day, to replace you with some boring piece of crap financial watch.
Mm-hmm. Do they really?
Every day. We just get into your show out here, and then we got to go try to tune in the Sacramento.
But right now, as we speak, are our voices wafting through Fisherman's Wharf?
God.
True that.
Jive.
That's a yes.
Thank you, bye-bye. Bye-bye. You know, that's like what drives me crazy on the Weather Channel.
Right.
And I'm a nerd.
Oh, when they get geographical?
Yeah, here's the thing. First off, here's why I watch the Weather Channel. I like the weather, but also, generally speaking, pretty hot women. Except on the weekend, sometimes you get a pig.
A lot of pregnant women on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, well,
I
Mike,
know.
some of us find that sexy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so,
Aware of that.
you know.
I know.
Yeah, baby.
Sure.
But I've noticed when I'm watching the Weather Channel that they love throwing in and if you're going to be going to Pittsburgh tonight, in Pittsburgh, maybe you'll be making the trek up Mount Washington.
Right.
It will be partly sunny in Seattle.
The local reference.
If you're thinking about going to the craft fair outside Safeco Field tonight, and they mispronounce and they don't know what they're talking about.
It's just nice to know that out in San Francisco right now, people are listening to our show, riding a cable car and munching on sourdough. And rice-a-roni. The San Francisco tree.
Hello, Paula.
Yeah.
Hey, Paula.
Oh, my God.
Marry you.
I am a first-time caller, and I've listened to you for, I swear, like 10 years.
Are you listening in San Francisco?
Well, I live smack dab in the middle of San Francisco and Sacramento, so I get you on 2 stations.
Oh.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you, Paula.
I love you.
Thanks. Oh,
we love you.
Look how mean I was. I didn't mean to do that.
You didn't mean to do that.
We love to hurt you.
Yes, Paula.
Hello, we didn't mean that. Cheryl? Well, this is all we have now. People calling Cyndi listening on the San Francisco.
Yeah. No, see, I don't count that last one at all. She was saying, that sometimes.
Cheryl?
If she travels south.
Cheryl?
Jill.
Pardon me?
Jill.
Jill rhymes with Cheryl.
I can't understand why that might have been misinterpreted.
Hey, Jill. That's Cheryl. Jill on the screen.
Or just Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Jill, I'm going to ask a favor.
Yes.
Could you pull the receiver just a few inches from your mouth?
Well, it's on a cell phone, so I'll try.
Okay. You're listening on the San Francisco station, too?
I am, but it only works in my car.
That's a ringing endorsement.
Yes.
KYCY. It only works in your car.
And they only have you on maybe about 2 hours a day.
That's what we're hearing about. Yeah. All right. We'll look into that. But thank you for listening for the 2 hours a day that we're on that you can get us in your car.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Lady, what kind of car do you drive?
Honda.
Yeah.
What kind of Honda?
Accord.
Okay. Good for you. Were you thinking MV?
I was.
I was too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way.
Thinking what?
Don't worry about it. These guys got a thing about minivans. I got a thing about the Honda Element.
Minivan, I'm young.
If you're driving a Honda Element right now, listen, I don't want you listening to our show. I would be embarrassed to have you pull up to a stoplight with your windows rolled down and have the beautiful sounds of this show wafting out while everybody around you is saying, that is the dumbest looking car I've ever seen.
Why don't we do this, just to make it consistent so we're not really alienating too many people? Why don't you just bring the Element into the MV category? Just for the hell of it.
Love to have your yellow box.
I mean, you could really...
No.
It's a yellow box.
No. I have nothing against minivans, as you do, and for whatever reason. Now, Rob, you're on the minivan thing. That was Mike's thing.
But I agree.
Then driving back from Atlantic City over the weekend...
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. Incredible idiocy. A minivan, especially coming out of toll gates, really with where the accelerator is literally pressed down as far as they can so that they can shoot out of the gate and then slow down to their 45-mile-an-hour regular speed.
What you've got is something that's cubically the same size as a studio apartment on 4 wagon wheels. How can it accelerate? This is a stupid car.
Stupid car. I'm with you, Spiewak.
It's not a van. It's not a car. All it is
You speak for yourself.
And I am.
There's nothing wrong with a minivan.
There is.
I used to have a minivan.
But you wised up.
Yeah, my kid got bigger.
That's right.
Minivan's dumb. MVD.
Now, Honda Element, dumb. Minivan...
Is this the first time we've heard this Honda Element thing, or you've been on this
No,
for a
I've
while?
said this for a while.
All right.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Cheryl, yeah.
Jill.
Or Jill. Oh, there's Cheryl again.
I'm not even getting Jill or Cheryl. What I'm getting is, oh.
Now, listen. Oh. Honey, thank you. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jill?
Yes?
Cheryl?
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye-bye. Bye. I understand. Let me just...
It only works in my car.
Let me diagnose some of this. I understand. I understand to a certain extent the Mike minivan. There's many levels to Mike. Let me peel back. Let me peel back.
The onion? No, does Mike O'Mara?
Peel back the onion.
You know what? I'll tell you. I get a vibe from him when he does this, and he's usually right, because I think I know where he may be going.
First, there's just the fact that, idiots drive all kinds of cars.
Right.
You happen to notice the minivan.
Yes, I do.
You happen to notice the minivan.
I do. I seem to have more run-ins with
predominantly
minivans,
driven by moms, by soccer moms.
Right.
It's a reminder.
And men that don't possess all the parts.
Okay. Mike, I used to be one of those men.
Right.
I used to have that.
Okay.
All it is, it's because of the things what has worked out in your personal life.
Okay, guilty.
That is what I...
All right, maybe I'm guilty.
That's why I believe you hate minivans.
Maybe I'm guilty because it represents the secure nuclear family, of which mine is not one of does not fall into that category.
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
But even, I will tell you this.
Yeah, what?
But even when everybody was together under the same roof, It was SUV, baby.
Yeah, and there's no reason.
Oh, now, hold on. You pipe down for a second. Just pipe down for a second. You've only recently started a hatred of minivans since the crumble of the Roman Empire.
You're driving along and you see the 45-mile-an-hour speed.
Okay, I got it.
Wait a minute.
I know what you're talking about.
The minivan's cruising along in front of you. You've got the mom, the dad, the 2 kids, the perfect little thing. God, I hate my life.
That's what it is. So you don't piggyback on his thing, because this is just an emotional issue with Mike.
Well, he's a hater. You got to give him credit for that.
I know he's a hater.
Love to hate, live to hate. But even when I worked for a car dealership that sold them, I could not endorse them. I said Carrie did, and then she backed into a tree. So maybe that has something to do with it. But
yeah, that's what it is with him. Yeah, that's exactly what when his wife backed into a tree.
Yeah, I didn't care for that for a minute.
With a borrowed minivan.
But you know what? Is anything that a minivan offers you can get with a great General Motors SUV product.
I got nothing against GM. I like GM.
Then that's what we should be happy about, and not a minivan.
I have nothing against minivans. I think the Honda Element is a dumbass looking car.
I'm not going to disagree with any of your analysis, your psychoanalysis of me. I'm not going to disagree. But I will tell you that I have had an inordinate amount of highway incidents with minivans, just involved with minivans. That
have you ever looked in the rearview mirror as to who the culprit of some of these might be? Have you ever looked at those cold steel blue eyes?
So much spit.
Are you insinuating that I may be at fault in some of these? No.
Mike, let me reference Smokey Robinson.
I'm a careful, aggressive driver.
The tears of a clown.
No.
When no one's around.
You are aggressively safe.
2 words for all of my highway buddies.
Yeah.
Get there. That's all. Yes. Get there. I agree. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Get there, people.
So just for the record, me, Don, no problem with minivans. However, off with your head if you're driving that Honda Element. I'm serious. Mike's thing is he hates minivans because of his marriage thing. Rob,
I hate everything except, well, I hate all foreign cars, of course.
Because to get into what Rob hates would be
but not
6
German
hours.
cars. Okay, I hate all Japanese cars because they're the enemy. But Germany is okay, and I don't like minivans. Germany's okay.
All right, we're getting.
It's all right.
We're really getting.
Made reparations.
We're getting through the crisp outer cookie right now.
We are.
Yeah, it might
we are. Get out of here.
Might be best for you to find your way to the back of the room now.
I think so.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I felt like I was watching that old movie In Cold Blood.
That's an onion better left unpeeled.
How's that? How would you like? How'd you like it if I started talking about that?
You can do that.
No, I couldn't do that. But you would make me do that if you kept doing that stuff about
we can't do that.
what you
hate.
Can't
Do you even? Have you written something? Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
What I just wrote down?
Yeah, I think I do.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, I think I do. Does it involve people? Yeah, okay, I know exactly what you're doing. Right.
You can't go wrong.
I understand. Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. When he gets going.
I know.
And get him on one of those hate subjects.
God.
He's frightening.
Does he love to hate?
He is frightening.
Are you a good broadcaster, Rob? You're a great broadcaster. You really are. God damn, you've learned well. You really have.
Donnie's learned and he's taught.
Here's Jim. San Francisco again.
And he's giving.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hey, Jim.
Another KYCY listener.
Wow.
And also, I listen to the rebroadcast at night to catch the full show.
That's very good.
Well, see, I didn't know they rebroadcast the show at night. What's the point of that, though? At what time do they broadcast it at night?
8 o'clock till just before 12. They condense it without the commercials.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. All right, thank you, my friend.
And also, too, but I support the station because it's the only station run by trainables.
That's very nice. Noble.
Thank you, my friend.
Very good.
Trainables, which is the modern word for retarded.
Sure.
Are you trainable? Mm-hmm. Have you tasted the coffee? The coffee
Are you trainable?
Are you trainable?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Are you? Mike, listen, when we come back, we almost started doing the fake DJ thing with Cyndi Lauper, and I'm really glad that we didn't, because we have a fake DJ thing coming up.
Good.
Where I get to be Harry Hitler.
And I'm just Honor.
And now, all I'm going to say is I won't give away the setup, but the name of the show today is Isn't That Something?
Fantastic.
The person that we've selected is fresh from today's headlines. As a matter of fact, as mentioned on the Regis and Kelly Lee show today, this is a woman who's making national headlines.
Okay.
And the response I believe that we will have just about everything that she says is...
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's really something.
That's really something.
My goodness.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Some broad that's got an 83-year-old orange.
Isn't that something?
Wow. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Sacramento, California. Hello.
Larry King, I want to commend you on your choice of suspenders tonight.
It is black.
I know it. That's quality, though. This money that belongs to the Iraqi people, can they get that back from Saddam? And are we going to get Don and Mike on the Armed Forces radio over and over?
Good question. That's a good question. Nick, I'm sorry, Nick. Christopher, can they get the money some way to send that money back to the people? He probably took it from them.
I'm sorry.
The Don and Mike Show.
I'm sorry about that. Where's the one where Imus is on there? That's a different one.
That's a better one.
I kept waiting for where he goes.
Don and Mike.
Don and Mike.
Let's take a call. Cape, California. Hello.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Don Imus. How you doing today?
Okay,
Love your radio show. Can you tell me what happened to Don and Mike in New York City? If they're not on live anymore?
Are they back on? They were taken off for a while. Are they on or out of... Not on the air in New York, Don.
Don and Mike?
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're on or not. Oh. Well,
Don and Mike are on. They're on in Washington, right? Don and Mike.
Yeah, I think that's where they originated from.
Yeah. Las Vegas. Hello.
Is it the Don and Mike Show? You bet.
All right, thank you, Dude Walker. Let's go to the Harry and Jeff show here. Well, keep in mind, today we'll be playing Name That NFL Player. Right. Here's the thing. There's 32 NFL teams. This guy is a starter for one of the 32 NFL teams.
Very, very interesting.
He'll have, 5 minutes, 10 minutes calling with you. Yes or no questions for him.
Right.
To find out who is this NFL player.
This is a game for really big fans of the NFL.
Yeah, well, I think I don't want to give anything away.
Okay,
I think
very
maybe even a borderline fan might be able to guess. But first, here's the story that even Regis was talking about today.
Wow.
And I keep telling Buzz he's got to watch the Regis show.
I should.
Only for one reason, because Buzz, like myself, is a fan of anything broadcasting,
Very much
anything
so, yeah.
TV, and I know you like finding the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yep.
There's a level of uncomfortableness that Regis has, that he had with Kathy Lee, which I interpret now as nothing but just pure hatred. And what he has now with Kelly Ripa, who at times I've accused of falling into the Kathy Lee Gifford camp, like
swimming in Lake Me.
For instance, today when I was watching the show, and leading up to the orange lady that we're going to have here on the show in a second, he says, "So, what did you do this weekend?" Because they had the weekend off. And she starts talking about some Donna Karan party that she went to in the Hamptons. And right away, he makes no bones about the fact he doesn't care.
Right.
His body language says, "Oh, shut up, bitch." He just sits there. He folds his old man hands with his big, long Andy Rooney-like fingernails and just sits there and waits for her to finish. Now, the difference between, in my opinion, the difference between Kelly and Kelly Ripa and Kathy Lee Gifford is that Kelly Ripa, even though I think she's a little bit taken on herself, taken with herself, she's funny, and she is a good compliment.
Oh, she's much funnier than Kathy.
You know, she
That's not saying much. She's funny in her own right. She's very good for what she does.
So there are times when he's exasperated with her, and you know that there's a part of him where he's sitting there and he's looking at her. She's done what Kathy Lee wanted to do. She got on that Regis show. She got her own stupid sitcom.
Right.
She's now making, if not more, at least the same amount of money as Regis, and the show's ratings have gone up. So he has to sit there and listen to all of this stuff where she's talking about going to the Hamptons.
Right.
And this is this morning on the Regis show. I love this show. So she goes on with this about the celebrities she's met and the things that their kids did. And he goes, "All right, fine."
Well, then, fine.
And then he moves right to this. He says, "Hey, do you know who Margie Clark is?" And she goes, "Well, I know my big daddy, or Regis. Well, I know Reg." "Well, she's a woman that's got an 83-year-old orange. How about that? What do you think of that?"
Can you believe it? That's really something.
And I'm thinking, all of a sudden, I know, wait a minute. This is a girl that we're going to have on a woman we're going to have on
an
the
old
show.
woman. Right.
Oh, hold on, Mike. We have breaking news. I got to take this call if this is true. Dave in Vermont. Dave? Dave?
Yeah.
Hello, Dave. Breaking news from Vermont.
Yes, your episode of the Lisa Remedy show's on.
The one where Don's a UPS driver?
Yeah, he's looking good.
You're on in syndication. The checks should be rolling in. Yeah.
Those checks, those Babylon 5-like checks for $12 each are rolling in.
Another great performance.
Get out of here.
Congratulations, Don.
Thanks, Mike. I would watch King of Queens in our local area tonight to see myself on TV, but unfortunately, no station has picked it up.
No, unfortunately, not in syndication, no.
It's not here.
Not on. It's big in Vermont, though.
I get Will and Grace always. On my 2 shows I get no matter what station I turn, Friends or Will and Grace.
It's all over.
Always.
Yes.
Always on. So yesterday morning, this morning, I'm watching Regis, and while he's telling Kelly okay, that's enough of the Hamptons, he just, no sophistication, no nothing, just, boom, how about this woman?
Yeah.
How about the lady with the orange? And she says, what are you talking about? He says, there's a lady in Oklahoma who's had an orange in her family for 83 years, and when she dies, and it'll be hopefully after we interview her again, she's going to give the orange.
Not before then, or during.
Give the orange to her kids, because it was a present from her father 83 years ago.
Yes.
The orange is very hard, and it's leathery.
And not orange-colored anymore.
Not anymore.
I doubt that.
And we're going to call this 80-year-old woman, Margie Clark, and it's time for the Harry and Jeff Show. Today's episode will be called "Isn't That Something?"
Isn't that something?
What the hell are we going to say to this lady beyond "Isn't that?" And now we can tell her that Regis was talking about her today.
Right.
So, Rob, she's given her okay to go on the air, right?
She's waiting for the call.
Right on.
Very good.
So here we go. Buzz, as soon as we get through to her,
gotcha.
I'll ask you to, I'll tell her I'm a technician or something, and then you can give us the lead-in with our theme song for the Harry and Jeff Show. Now remember, she's 80.
Takes a while to get to the phone.
Hello.
Hello, is this Margie?
Uh-huh.
Margie, stand by to be on the radio with Harry and Jeff. Okay.
What?
Did a boy named Robbie call you today to set up an interview to be on with Harry and Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. It's time for that show. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay. Stand by.
Live from the Westwood One Radio Network, it's the Harry and Jeff Show with your hosts, Harry Hitler and Jeff Dahmer. Now, here's Harry and Jeff.
Hey, thanks, boss. Hi, everybody. This is Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer, and this is the Two for the Road Show.
5 minutes until the hour. You got to be somewhere in 5 minutes. You got, just 300 minutes to get there. You got to be there by the top of the hour at 5 minutes until.
You are the mathematician. There's no doubt about that.
Listen, I'm Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer.
And how many times have you heard something in the news and you've said, isn't that something?
Well, do we have something for you today?
Do we? Say hello, everybody, to Margie Clark.
Hi, Margie.
Margie.
Hello.
Margie's from McAllister, Oklahoma. She has an orange that is 83 years old.
That is really something. Isn't it, Margie?
Yes, it is.
Can you tell us, ma'am? Correction. I said 300 minutes. I meant 300 seconds.
300 seconds. 300 minutes would be a much longer period of time.
That's right. My apologies, everybody. Speaking of time, now 4 minutes until the hour. This is Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer. I'm wondering now how many seconds old that orange would be. Because I know it's really something.
At least 60 since we've had Margie on the phone. Margie, you have an orange that's 83 years old. May I say something to you, ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes.
May I say something to you about your 83-year-old orange?
Uh-huh.
That's really something.
Certainly is. What's it look like?
Well, right now it weighs about a half ounce, and it's about the size of a lemon.
That is really something.
Isn't that something?
It's kind of blackish brown.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Does it smell?
Oh, no. No, it's just real hard.
And now, you're going to give this to your children?
Yes, uh-huh.
Isn't that something?
That is really something.
Why are you going to give this to your children?
Why?
Yes, Margie.
Yes, well, while you're answering that, let me mention. Now, 3 minutes till the top of the hour. Captain Dan is back from his accident with the Harry and Jeff helicopter in the eye of the sky.
He'll help you get home on this busy afternoon on the highways and byways.
It's too much on this Tuesday. Hi, everybody. This is Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer. We're speaking with Margie Clark, who's got an orange that is actually 83 years old.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
It really is something.
Isn't that something? Margie, can you ever eat this item? Can you ever eat this orange?
Can I ever what?
Can you ever eat it, darling?
Eat it.
EAC, can you eat it? EAC, can you eat it?
No.
Isn't that something?
That's really something. What if you, soaked it in water overnight and rehydrated it? Do you think you can perhaps get the water back in it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that is something.
Nothing was ever done to the orange to cause it to be like this.
Why is it that your dad, bless his soul, gave you an orange 83 years ago? Margie?
His sister gave it to him on Christmas Eve night.
Wow.
That's something.
1921.
1921, that is one seriously old orange, isn't it?
That's really something.
My goodness.
That's something.
And
say, do you know that
it never did decay or mildew or anything? It just began to turn dark.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Do you have any other old fruit?
No. I've never heard of anything like this before.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Say, I was watching television today. I'll tell you something that I heard Regis Philbin mention your name on his television show today. Isn't that something?
That is really something. Did you know that Regis mentioned you?
No, I didn't.
Yes, Regis mentioned you on the show. That is one old piece of fruit.
Isn't that something?
Regis Philbin?
Yes, Regis Philbin. You know, he's got that show, Regis and Kathy Lee.
Would you be impressed if I was to tell you, this is Harry Hitler speaking now. Hi, everybody. It's nearly the top of the hour. I'm Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer. How are you, anyway?
Would it amaze you to stand by for Jerry Todd?
Yeah. Jerry Todd will be coming up with some great video soundtracks.
Turning Japanese. Would it amaze you if I was to tell you that I might be able to get Regis Philbin on the telephone right now here on the Harry and Jeff Isn't That Something show?
Isn't that something, Margie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that right now.
I'll dial it up. I need, you see the number here? I need the other one.
Oh, okay.
I'm on this one.
Very exciting if we can try to do that,
I'll tell you right now, it's top of the hour. It's 5 o'clock on the east, 2 o'clock on the west. Of course, in Austin, it's yesterday. Dallas is last night. I'm Harry Hitler.
I'm Jeff Dahmer. All this talk about oranges wants me to remind you that it's not, of course, anytime soon, but coming up later in the fall, we will have the fabulous Orange Juice-tacular. That'll be taking place early in the morning, followed by the fabulous Ardinger Pancake Breakfast.
Our show Isn't That Something?
Yes.
And today, Margie Clark. Margie, you have an 83-year-old orange?
Yes.
Isn't that something?
And does it taste good?
I'm going to try to call Regis Philbin right now.
All right, we're going to get Regis on the line. How about that, Margie?
Okay.
All right, let's do that right now. Very, very exciting. Regis Philbin, star of the Regis Show and that wonderful show, Who Wants to Be a Billionaire?
Sometimes a correspondent on the Harry and Jeff Show. Hold on.
Very, very exciting as we're dialing up Regis right now, see if we can get on the show. He's a part-time regular on the program. We like to have Regis on quite often. Very, very exciting. This is super as we're talking to Margie Clark.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's really something. It truly is.
Now, a minute after the hour. Weed Wars tonight with Joe Ardinger here on Westwood One. Weed Wars. I'm dialing up Regis' home number right now.
Hello?
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 Is this Regis Philbin?
Who's this?
This is Harry Hitler from the Harry and Jeff Show.
Oh, it's the fabulous Harry and Jeff Show.
Hi.
How are you, boys?
Regis, guess who's on the phone with us?
I have no idea. You've caught me by surprise. I was just stepping out of the shower.
It's Margie Clark.
Oh, the lady with the orange?
Isn't that something?
That is really something. How are you? Do you have the lady on the phone with you right now?
She's there. Margie, would you say hi to Regis Philbin?
Hello, Mr. Philbin.
How are you, Margie?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's quite an orange.
Yes, it's...
Isn't that something?
That's an orange. That's an orange that's 83 years old. I believe that's 2,617,488,000 seconds old. Isn't that really something?
It could be.
Why don't you bring the orange by the show sometime?
Now, Regis, I don't want you stealing our guests.
That's right.
We've got Margie exclusively here.
How
Let
are
me
you?
just say, I don't know what happened to Jeff. He stepped out of the room for a moment. I'll step up. It's HH with HH.
That's a really old fruit.
It's a happy hour.
Reminds me of Rip Taylor.
Happy hour.
How are you anyway?
Happy hour with Harry Hitler.
How are you, boys?
3 minutes after the hour, whatever you're doing, I hope it ends tonight.
Where's Jeff Dahmer?
Well, according to Jim.
How's everything going?
On ABC.
Hello?
That's really something.
That's great. How are you, Margie?
I'm fine.
This is Regis Philbin.
Yes.
The clock on the wall says we're about out of time for this episode.
How are you?
This is Harry Hitler. Poor Jeff Dahmer, not Harry Hitler. I want to say until next time. I want to thank you for your time. And remember,
hey, Harry, go eat one.
Our time together is so valuable. The current time, 3 minutes after 5. Thank you for your time.
Shove it.
Until our time is up, the next time we talk to each other.
Hello?
It's been having you on the show.
Hello?
It's something when you have an 83-year-old orange.
Hello?
Regis Philbin, thank you for being on the phone.
What, you hanging up on me?
Yes, we are, just like Dave Letterman.
Hey, goddammit!
And Margie?
Yes?
Let me say to you, hey, how are you, Margie?
That's great.
Let me say, in the summary about your 83-year-old orange, that's really something.
That is really something. We sure appreciate you being on the show, Margie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye, then.
May I ask you if you've enjoyed your time with Harry and Jeff on...
Yes, I sure have.
Isn't that something?
That's really something.
Isn't that something?
Okay.
Aren't you super?
Hello?
Hey, Buzz, do we have a parting gift?
That's
do we
right.
have a sponsorship? Have I put you on the spot?
Margie wins a juicer.
Margie, congratulations. We're giving you some type of a juicer.
Yes, you should be getting it soon. Thanks, Margie.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the show.
Thanks for being on.
Goodbye, anyway.
Harry Hitler.
And I'm Jeff Dahmer.
And until next time. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cue the announcer.
Thanks for joining us for Harry and Jeff's Isn't That Something with your hosts, Harry Hitler and Jeff Dahmer. Join us next time for the Harry and Jeff Show on the Westwood One Radio Network.
And are you still there, my dear?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she is. Hold on.
How are you anyway?
Hold on just a moment.
Wasn't that something?
Okay. Rob, don't be exceptionally cruel with her. She seemed like a pleasant...
She was a very sweet lady.
Nice lady.
Margie,
Getting a
thank you so
juicer.
much for joining them. I hope you had a good time. We haven't any juicers, but if you hang on and get your address, we will send you...
I will send her a juicer.
Put Buzz on the spot. I half expect you to do just... I really expected... What do we have for her? George Eves. Georgia Fox. Whatever the name for those CSI people last
I
week.
can keep you guessing.
Okay, thank you, Buzz.
You're welcome.
Rob, what did she say? She okay?
No, she's fine. She's looking forward to getting something.
There you go.
Isn't that something?
Maybe some chicken.
Now, we got enough time for some phone scan action here before we play Who Is That NFL Player?
That's fantastic.
Call right now. You want to call? Because anybody can call our show.
Absolutely.
These calls are on screen. 877-365-3636. Wow. Your calls are the rotating random phone scan. Live straight ahead. Call now.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Okay, I get it. You're joking. Well, I've got a sense of humor. I laugh at Tony Danza. Of course, if you aren't joking, I feel bad and I apologize. I laugh at Tony Danza.
I laugh at Tony Danza. I laugh at Tony Danza.
All right, that's it.
The Don and Mike Show. Broadcasting live from downtown Dumbass, the Don and Mike Show.
Right. Every day in Spokane, Washington. KJRB, also known as KFAN. Worcester, Mass, WORC. Johnstown, Pennsylvania, WWGE. And Harrisonburg, Virginia, 95.5 WZXI. And Charleston, South Carolina, that starts in something like Monday on whatever it is, WQSC.
Very good.
Charleston, South Carolina, more stations of the Ham and Egg Network now. Phone scan time. All right. We will be playing Name That NFL Player later in today's show. Secret sound, we had a loser today, so it's $1,300 tomorrow. Cyndi Lauper's out of her mind. She was on the show earlier today.
She was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And if you remember yesterday, we had the Singing Senators CD.
Right.
Remember that guy? His awful CD?
Sure.
We booked him as a guest on Thursday.
Wonderful.
United States, the Singing Senator, Charlie Albertson.
State Senator from North Carolina or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
All right.
Down in Raleigh. And now, phone scan. These are unscreened calls. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes, you happen to be on the air.
As I said, these are unscreened telephone calls.
I hear rustling.
And
I hear fidgeting with the phone.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
You boys just ain't got the right minivan.
We what?
You ain't got the right minivan.
We ain't got the right
These minivans are slow.
Now listen, this is Mike's issue, largely because of his personal situation.
You get you one of them turbo caravans with that 5-speed like I got?
Yeah.
You ain't keeping up with me on the turnpike, son, I tell you that.
Okay, now are you doing a fake voice or is this how you really speak?
Well, sometimes I'm a little exaggerated when I get upset.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Well, I'm upset that you're driving that car.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello, phone scan. Hello? Yeah, you're on the air.
Okay. Hey, I just want to actually say that Mike O'Meara is probably the smartest guy in this world for thinking that minivans are beats to crap.
Yeah.
There you go. Because I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and Wichita, Kansas has the worst drivers in this country, and they all go 60 miles an hour with some little old lady that can't see over the steering wheel of their 1982 Dodge minivan.
All right, my friend.
Oh, I'm filled with great joy.
How many times have you been divorced?
Actually, I've got a 5-year girlfriend that lives 2 states away, so I've got the perfect situation right now.
Attaboy.
My man! There you go. Hello, Don and Mike Show, phone scan. Hello.
Don and Mike, how are you? I used to listen to you in Philly, now I'm down in Ocean City. First, I'd like to say, F. Tim Sabian. Secondly,
he's so much in our rearview mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's one of the many people that slips into that abyss when they leave the show.
That's right.
Okay, then I won't ask again. Thank you, sir.
You got it. See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Yeah, people change on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have new people every once in a while.
It happens.
Which is why I don't know. There's not a polite way of saying this, but Beth Ann, you're fired. We've decided that we're going to make another switch.
Yes.
Just to keep the show fresh.
Just to keep it fresh as an orange.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I've got some beef with you fellas.
Isn't that something, Mike? Yes, it really is something. Yeah, okay, what's your beef?
Well, I called up yesterday with plans to sing Rob Lullaby, man. You cut me off.
Yeah, right. I remember you. Hi, Don and Mike Show. Hello there.
Hey, Don and Mike. How are you?
Hi, we're doing great, thank you.
I have a question for you. You're probably going to think it's pretty dumb.
I bet we do. Go ahead.
What do you call letters for a radio station? Like, do they stand for something? Or
No, they don't stand. Back in the day, like, for instance, our station in Wichita, KFH, stood for Kansas's Finest Hotel.
Right.
WLS, a station I worked at in Chicago, stood for World's Largest Store.
Or James L. Albritton.
Like WJLA.
Right, where a guy will name a radio station or a TV station after himself.
And in huge markets like New York City, you would have WCBS, WNBC, standing, they'd be the network flagship.
But generally, they don't mean a thing anymore.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
There used to be a station here in D.C., an easy listening station called WGAY. And I can't tell you how many times, when I was a kid,
Oh, yeah.
they're like 10 years old. My mom and dad would drive down to Silver Spring, and you go past that building, and my brother and I'd be in the back seat of the car, just start laughing because it says WGAY. Hold on. Here's the hotline. This is the inside number. Hello? I just had to. I had to dump that out. Hold on a second, please.
Sure
I hope that didn't get on the air because
I think we dumped it.
that would give out the identity of our NFL player.
I believe you're set.
Well, and now Mike knows who it is. We'll have to cancel the bid. That was just somebody calling it. Now I don't know how we did on the delay. If that got through on the delay.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think so. None of it did. I don't think we I don't think we even have to discuss it. I think you're fine.
Okay. Hello, Don and Mike Show. But anybody that was on hold, even though these are on-screen calls, sometimes they're just put on hold and said, just shut up and wait for them to come to you.
I'll try to cover for it, though. I had no idea it was her.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello. So maybe somebody on hold had heard. Right. Were you on hold? Hello?
Yes, I was.
Did you hear the name of the football player?
No, I didn't.
That's very good. So what can we do for you?
Good day to you, gentlemen.
And good day to you, sir.
Just Canada checking in.
Right.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, what can we do for you?
Just wanted to thank the radio gods for WBUF for bringing you guys to us up here.
Right on. WBUF is one of our best affiliates. 92.9 in Buffalo. Goes all the way to Canada. Great station.
Thanks,
Okay?
gentlemen.
All right. See you later.
Yeah, all right.
Bye-bye, loser. And hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, Radio Gods.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, before I said what I wanted to tell you, Home of the Kings is KHTK. So that'll make you happy.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. It's been a couple months ago you mentioned about Mercedes McCambridge dying. Yeah. Remember that?
Yes.
And I told Joe, I don't know if he ever told you, but I couldn't believe you didn't know that she played on Batman.
Who was she on Batman?
She was the Black Widow.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. You got me that way. You stumped me. But Black Widow was one of those, like, the third season when Batman when all they did was just film Batman inside, like, a room.
Yeah.
They had no real sets. It was like Star Trek. It was all just drapes.
Cardboard.
They would walk into a room and there would be
they went on the cheap the third season?
Yeah, you would walk into a room and there'd be a shower curtain, and that was supposed to be like the Joker's hideout.
Like Londinium Fog.
Like with who? I'm sorry.
Was it Londinium Fog? Was another one of their lame characters they had?
Yeah.
Londinium Fog.
No, this guy's absolutely right.
It was Colonel Fogg who lived in Londinium.
Okay, thanks, Rob.
And maybe the worst villain of all on Batman was Louis the Lilac, played by Milton Berle.
Oh, that's right, Louis the Lilac.
I put him up against Bookworm any day.
Now, Bookworm was a quality Batman video.
He played Bookworm, villain.
A quality Batman video of villain.
Roddy McDowell.
Roddy McDowell was Bookworm?
Yes, he was. Video.
Anyway.
Yeah, Bookworm was a great A guy.
Wasn't Batman a show where towards the end, like, it was kind of a kitschy, campy thing for all celebrities to be on that show?
No, in the very beginning, Batman was so hot. The first 2 years, dying to get on the show.
Okay.
The third year, they had a hard time getting celebrities.
Oh, all right.
to come on the show. And the third year is when they junked it up with Batgirl.
Was the third year the last year?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I didn't know it only had a 3-year run.
Although, I think Adam West said this when we had him on the show. I know that it was in his book. That NBC decided that they would pull Batman and put it on their schedule, but ABC had already torn down the Batcave, and it would have been too expensive to rebuild the Batcave, so that's why the Batman got canceled.
An American tragedy.
Was it the third season that they went from twice a week to once a week?
Yeah, because when they were on twice a week, that kicked ass, and that was like 1967, 68. I mean, I was 8, 9 years old. Man, would I live for Tuesday night. No, hold on. You know,
I'm choked up.
Whenever I get whenever I get emotional,
I know.
I get all
and you
fucked
get
up.
emotional about Batman.
I do, because I loved it. I loved Batman the first time I saw it, and I remember my dad. What a jerk my dad was in so many ways. But like, listen to this. Now, this is 1966. This is before you've got 8,000 channels, and you've got everything available on video and streaming audio, and it's nothing. You got 3 TV channels. We didn't even have a goddamn color TV.
Right.
You will remember, I am not lying about this, my dad went out and bought a plastic strip that had 1/4 yellow, 1/4 blue, 1/4...
Yeah, they sold those to make the TV color.
To make it a color TV. We didn't even have a color TV. There's only one show I liked. It was Batman. It was on Tuesday night, and it was on Wednesday night at 7:30, and I thought it was the coolest. And that jerk sat down with me and watched the first episode and decided it was too violent for me to watch.
Oh, no.
So I would have that's when my long string of lying to my parents really began.
And was Batman, correct me if I'm wrong, was Batman on during the same time frame as, like, the Hogan's Heroes? Was that at the same the Wild Wild West?
Hogan's Heroes after Batman.
Okay.
Batman was like 66 to 69. And I remember that is where... And maybe that's why to this day I only have one tattoo on my body. It's the Batman thing on my right.
Buzz called it a Batu.
On my right shoulder, because that's the first time I can remember in my life that I dug my heels in with my old man,
right,
and said, "This is not a bad show."
Right.
And I will lie to you and tell you that I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to go to whatever his name's house up the street and watch it.
Sure, in color.
If you don't, and I didn't even bring up the color TV thing.
Source
didn't even bring it up. I wanted it in color.
You know, I'm thinking you might, but you complain about not having color TV, and I'm thinking maybe now that I'm thinking about the years that you're talking about, I am thinking that I maybe got color TV later than you did.
Impossible, because we got it after the Jets won the Super Bowl.
That's the one I was going to say. You got it after that fact.
We
did too, though. We did too. I remember going to the neighbor's house to watch that particular Super Bowl at the McCabe's house.
So do I. I'll tell you the first Super Bowl that I saw in color at my parents' home, where Jim O'Brien kicked the winning field goal. The Colts beat the Cowboys. Right. I have no idea if that was like number 5 or number 6. That is the first Super Bowl that we watched in my house with a real color TV.
And when we got a color TV, it was a Toshiba color TV way back when. And, I mean, that's how old that brand is.
Support the enemy, Mike.
And we got it. And I came home from school, and the Mike Douglas show was on. And the first thing I remember seeing ever on a color television set in my house was a red crystal drum set. And I remember because it just jumped out at me. It was about the coolest thing in the world.
I swear to God, I remember my dad coming in with that piece of plastic.
I remember that product because they sold it on black and white. You don't need color TV. This will turn any black and white set into a color set.
Piece of plastic. God, you won't let me watch the one show I want to watch. Is it any wonder that I turned out the way I turned? No wonder I jumped up on the roof in my Batman costume and broke my arm. No wonder I
Were you ever able to sneak it after that, after he forbid you to watch it? Or
what happened was I dug my feet and I said, if you don't let me watch it, I'm going to go to Jimmy's house or Johnny's house. And finally he just decided it wasn't that important.
Either let you go to the house or turn it on or lock you under the stairs.
He thought it was a phase. And look, hey, who's laughing now, old man? Who's laughing now, Sam? Here I am. Look at me. I'm almost 46 freaking years old. On Saturday, I will have been married 23 years, and I'll tell you what, I still love Batman. I still love Spider-Man. I'm still a disc jockey. Go to hell, you piece of crap! God, a big jerk face.
Oh, you needed to vent that, didn't you?
He can hear us now. He can hear us now that we're back on in Tampa Bay.
Oh, really?
I think, if he's alive. Don't even know. Hello?
Hello.
I think this caller's exhausted now.
Hi there, sorry about
Radio
that.
Overlord.
I just pulled a Cyndi Lauper on you. My apologies.
You were venting.
Yeah.
It was I sideswiped you. Yeah.
I poke you in the eye.
First of all, you're back on Tampa Bay. Tell them, go to hell. You like what you like. You are who you are. You do whatever the hell Don wants to do.
Yeah, that's right. Amen. What can we do for you?
I think I heard the name.
Oh, you heard the... Oh, were you on hold?
I believe I did.
All right, hold on just a second.
I could be wrong.
All right, hold on a second.
Donald has to be killed. See if it is. Yes, he will have to be destroyed.
On hold?
We don't do this very often, but we do when we need to. We may have to put the listener down.
You are going to have to... I don't have the handset. You're going to have to lean over and pick up line number 8. Now, did you hear the name of the football player?
Yes, I did.
All right, go to... It's Mike on the big green phone there. Pick up line number 8, the line that's on hold. Here we go.
Hi, this is Mike Romero.
Oh, hold on. Let me get you on mic.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I don't believe that was the football player, but I'll find out in just a second. Why don't you have a good day? Okay, take care.
Who did he write down? Or who did he say? Who did you write? Who did he say? Will you write it down? What did he say? He said, oh, well, yeah, no, he's not the guy, but that's close. Yeah, listen. Hey, dude.
I think he might be gone.
He's gone?
Yeah.
Anyway, no, he was not the guy, but it was close.
Thanks for calling anyway.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Let me tell everybody, it was not Norm Snead.
No.
It was not Roman Gabriel.
Not Norm Snead.
It was not Y.A. Tittle.
It wasn't. It was Homer Jones.
And look, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hi, is Buzz there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi.
I love you.
Well, I love you, ma'am. What's your name?
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Her name is Bye. Bye. So often they don't leave their names.
No, they don't.
What was her name?
It was a man, I think.
It was a man.
Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hey.
Hey, is Buzz there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Hey, Buzz.
Yeah?
I love you.
I love you, too. Yeah, and that's the thing. What's your name?
If I hung up on him, Buzz, it's getting a little out of hand.
Those calls go both ways.
Hello, as does Buzz.
Yeah.
Michael Elston as Buzz Burbank.
So often they don't leave their names.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
I look like I've been in a fire because I have a hair lip like Joaquin Phoenix.
Thanks so much for sharing that.
Hi, Don and Mike Show. Phone scan.
Hey, Don?
Yes.
Yeah, it's your dad calling. You always were a little baby, and you're still a little baby. A 46-year-old little baby.
Thank you, Dad.
Did he get the car? He sounded so young.
No, I'm not going to answer that phone that's ringing this time.
Beth Ann has already got it.
Because that's the one that makes the light go on, and I bet that's the NFL guy, but we got a second here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the NFL guy pretty eager?
I believe so. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike?
Yes, phone scan. Hi.
Hi. Frida is a very lucky woman.
Tell me about it, honey. Yeah, why don't you send her a telegram and tell her that?
Well, if you guys are ever interested in breaking up again, I can give you my phone number.
Oh, honey, breaking up again. I mean, we separated briefly when we first got married. I've been with her for 23 years. I could never, ever dream of... Tell me something. Who's the celebrity you most resemble?
Well, probably an uglier Dennis Franz.
Hey. She's kidding, of course.
So,
are you wearing a big flowing robe-like gown right now?
I'll do anything for you.
Really?
Who is the celebrity seriously you most resemble?
I'll tell you that I was recently told, well, you heard one of my wife's friends told her that she thinks I look like Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman.
Very handsome Dustin Hoffman.
Absolutely.
Who is it that you think you look like? Because understand, I'm not...
Kim Delaney.
Kim Delaney. See, I'm not like Buzz. I'm not used to getting calls from women who say that there's anything good about me at all.
So she says she looks like Kim Delaney, who's a very fetching woman who was on NYPD Blue and also CSI.
Very attractive
and then
woman.
was fired, I believe.
I'm in the Bay Area.
And you're in the Bay Area.
Are you listening on our San Francisco affiliate?
I am, and I wanted to add that you're also on Saturday between 3 and 7 p.m., so you're on twice every weekday and once on Saturday.
What is it? I'd like to just hear it from a woman, since I don't generally hear it from the woman I love and I live with. What is it that you love about me so? I mean, there are so many things. List the ways.
Yes.
List the ways in which you love me.
How do you love me? Let me count the ways.
Prioritize.
I think you're very modest about the way you look.
Ah, you're right there. I'm exceedingly handsome. Stop right there. You hit the nail on the head.
That's it. Nothing more need be said.
Pep talk.
And I love your taste in popcorn.
Oh, now
that's important.
Baby. Leave your number with Bethany.
Would you eat Don's popcorn?
Sure, if he'll put butter on it.
I think that can be arranged.
Yeah, that's a personal question. Thank you. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you retarded?
Love you.
I love you. Are you retarded?
Always.
Always.
All right.
Good answer.
Wow.
Love you.
Now you'd eat her popcorn.
Yeah.
You know, she mentioned how lucky Frida is. You know, Carrie's lucky, too.
Why?
Yeah. She's a fast healer.
Hello there, Don and Mike Show. Phone scan.
The callers want to hear from Joe's mom.
Joe.
Wow. Joe, Mrs. Ardinger, you shouldn't be calling during regular business hours.
Hello there, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Don and Mike.
Hi.
I'd like to trade my spouse in for an 83-year-old orange.
That's somebody that's obviously in a loving relationship.
Hello
Send
there.
you a juicer.
Don and Mike Show. Hello, phone scan.
Hello.
Oh. That's it. We done run out of music. What's your name, my friend? Yeah, you. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, you. What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name's Jim.
Jim, hold on a second.
But you know what? I've got
Back it
a
up a
large
little bit.
pair of walnuts
that are 51 years old.
Okay, I know where you're going with this, but you're the last person on the phone scan, so hold on and listen to this man.
Are you retarded?
Okay, listen to him again.
Are you retarded?
Yes.
Everybody affirms it.
Are you retarded?
Yes, I am.
It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
Oh, if it's rhetorical, I'm not
A
answering.
retarded person can make a cup of coffee. Am I right, Tom?
Oh, I don't really know much about the limitations of the handicap.
I know an employment agency that hires out retarded people for $4 an hour. So, if making a cup of coffee is too difficult a task for you, Miss Bennett, perhaps you'd be good enough to let me know, and I'll contact this agency and give a retarded person a job.
So, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Are you retarded?
Yes.
Listen, what's your name?
Jim.
Jim, you are the last person on the phone scan. What did you call to say?
I have a pair of 51-year-old walnuts.
Okay, all right, I heard you. Heard you the first time.
Let it go.
Are you retarded?
You have got the Starsky and Hutch DVD for being the last person on the phone scan, starring Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Starsky and Hutch now on DVD and video. Nice phone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you retarded?
Thank you for listening.
Yes, I am.
He had the timing there, though.
I guess you are.
It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
Okay. Listen, now it's time.
Are you retarded?
Okay, stop it with that thing. Stop it. It's time for this thing. It's time to play Name That NFL Player. Yeah! Here's how you play. Call 877-365-3636. We'll have a current starting NFL player on the telephone from training camp.
Very exciting.
You will have 20 questions, 20 callers. Yes or no questions. For instance, one of the first questions I would ask, are you in the NFC or the AFC?
Yeah.
Are you on offense or defense? Are you a starter?
Yeah.
Did you make the Pro Bowl?
You can skip a step by going right to... Will you accept the question, what team do you play for?
No, it has to be a yes or no.
Ah, there you go. Hey, that's a good way to do it.
But now listen, I'll just give you a hint. This would be a good question to at least eliminate some of the teams. Do you work in a city? Is your team in a city where the Don and Mike show is currently broadcast?
Very good.
We broadcast to about 12 or 13 NFL cities.
That's good.
And this guy may or may not be from one of those cities. Anyway, you figure out who the guy is, and you win fabulous stuff. So call 877-365-3636. We'll come right back from the break and play Who is That NFL Player?
Is the Don and Mike Show.
Uh-huh. I just want you to be happy, Mary.
But I'd be happiest with you.
What about Brett Favre?
What about him?
What did I tell you the first time we met?
Oh, you're a Niners fan.
I'm a Niners fan.
The Don and Mike Show.
Oh, my God. It's Don and Mike.
All right, stand by now at 877-365-3636. We have the NFL player on the line, and we're going to do like that thing they do with the mobsters on 60 Minutes.
Right, disguise the voice?
His voice will be disguised. Let me turn off Blondie and turn on our game show music. It's time to play Guess That NFL Player.
This is a starting player in the NFL.
Sure is. Let's welcome him to the show now. I pull him up on this pod right here. Hello, can you hear me?
Mystery NFL player on the line right now. And how are you today?
Rob, make it a little more listenable. We're working on our voice scrambler. Hello. Yes. Yeah, mystery player. That's good.
All right, now we have disguised the NFL mystery player's voice.
Now, we will give our listeners 20 questions, yes or no questions, to see if you can crack his secret identity.
Does each listener get a question?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And are we ready? Let's start. Let's go to Bill. Hello, Bill. Ask your one question of this NFL starter.
Are you an NFC player?
No.
The answer is no.
Would you like to guess, Bill?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Todd Heap.
Todd Heap? Negative from your Baltimore Ravens. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, who's this?
This is John from Baltimore.
Okay, go ahead. Ask our NFL guy. It's his second question.
I'm going to ask, do you play for the Redskins?
No.
No, he does not. Do you want to guess very quickly? Forget it. You'll never get it.
Yeah, and besides, we've already, if you're paying attention, you had to pay attention to the answers here because you wouldn't have needed to ask that question.
Hold on. What was that football player? Did you say something?
I was agreeing with him. Redskins are NFC.
Right. Yeah, see, the Redskins are NFC. We've already established it's an AFC team.
It's so stupid having him on this thing.
I know.
Hello, Mike.
Sounds great.
Mike in Salt Lake City. Mike, question number 3. Hey, Mike, you're killing me here. Are you there? Mike. Okay, you're killing me. What, are you retarded? Get that tape ready, Rob.
Okay.
Get that tape ready. Hello, here's Brad. Brad.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Are you a starting player on an AFC team?
Yes, he is. Now, that has already been information that has been given out.
Please pay attention.
Question 4. What was that, player?
No, I don't think so. I think you'll be surprised.
This is like listening to one of those guys in Atlantic City with a voice box.
But they're normally lower.
Yes.
Turn
higher.
Rob, just turn the thing off. We'll just go with the guy's regular voice.
Maybe he can disguise his voice.
Oh, would you stop?
Rob always making it harder for the listeners.
Disguising the voices. Okay, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so there's... Oh, shut up. Joe, hi, you're on the air. Don and Mike Show. Guess that NFL player. Go ahead.
Did you participate in the Super Bowl last year? No.
Got a guess, Joe?
Warren Sapp.
Right.
No.
Right.
And that would be an NFC player.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Correct. Hello, Milton.
Yes.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead. Guess the NFL player.
All right,
You have a question?
Come on, Milton.
You play in the northern eastern part of the states.
Hey, Milton?
Audrey, are you retarded?
Yes.
All right, yes, he plays in the eastern part of the United States. Do you have a guess?
Have a guess?
Audrey,
Kyle
are you retarded?
Who's your guess?
Kyle Bolger.
Kyle? No, it's not. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Peter, Buffalo, New York.
Yes. Are you in the AFC East? Yes.
Yes, he is. Do you have a guess?
No, not at this point.
Of course not.
How many calls have we taken, Mike?
I haven't counted the calls. Have you counted the calls, Buzz?
I was counting. I was counting. It seems like
we've had so many blown calls here that I haven't been able to keep track.
Hello, Nick, Don and Mike Show. Name this NFL player. What's your question?
Do you play special teams? Yes.
Do you have a guess?
No, I did, but now the answer is yes. I don't.
Surprise.
Thank you, my friend. Hello, Jamie.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Jamie, hi. See if you can guess who this guy is.
Well, a quick question first. Did the gentleman recently jump out of football due to a drug intervention?
No.
No, but he knows who.
Not Ricky Not Ricky Williams.
Again, it's not Ricky Williams. It's not Warren Sapp.
I was going to guess Peyton Manning, but he's a special teams player, so I don't have no.
All right,
you're out. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Don. Don and Mike Show. Don in California.
Hey.
Don.
Hey, guys. My question's, do you play offense? No.
It's already been established, though, what he does. Someone, I believe.
Well, can't you do special teams and?
Yeah, you could. I guess you could. I guess you could. Here's Doug in Tampa Bay. Doug.
Yes.
Hi, go ahead.
Hey, I have a question.
Of course.
Have you ever played in a Super Bowl?
No.
No. Do you have a guess?
Yes. Is it John Lynch? I have no idea.
John Lynch? No. Formerly of Tampa Bay, now with Denver. Thank you, though. We'll take 3 more calls, and we'll just tell you who this guy is. Hello. Gil, Don and Mike Show. Gil.
Hello, Gil. Are you there?
Audrey, are you retarded?
Gil. He is retarded. Here is Mike in California. Mike.
Yes. Do you play for the Raiders?
No.
We already said AFC East.
One more person gets a chance. Here's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play for the New York Jets?
No.
No, I tell you what, I'm sick of this.
Wow. Yeah, I am too.
I'm sick of this.
That was fun.
Oh, shut up, Buzz.
Kidding, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, from your Buffalo Bills, Ryan Lindell.
Ryan Lindell.
Ryan Lindell is the field goal kicker for your Buffalo Bills. So technically, he is a starting player.
Yes, that's correct.
In the National Football
And he's
League.
also in its special teams, and that's what. But we had so many people that were guessing all over the lot after we established the AFC, then the AFC East, and then people would say Warren Sapp,
John Lynch, which is okay because John Lynch is
confused a little bit.
Yeah,
Ricky Williams, right? So Ryan, listen, I'm sorry there. Oh no,
We're glad we disguised your voice at the beginning.
No winner on Guess Who You Are today. We are glad to talk to you. In training camp with the Bills, you're a kicker. What do you do, dude? While those guys are doing the stuff that they do, I mean, the players. What do you do?
We kind of make stuff up half the time. Just kind of do our own special little drills to try to save our legs, or we might come in and hit the ice tub and because like you said, you kick for a half an hour or so, but the rest of the team's out there for both practicing on the day at 4 or 5. So it's we just take a knee half the time, try to figure out who everybody is.
Go in, hop in the whirlpool, have a Mai Tai. Why not, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Do the other guys treat you in a less than masculine fashion manner? Do they goof on you because you're a kicker and you're not out there doing that? I've seen that tape with Bill Parcells saying, this is why you lift those weights in the off season.
Right.
This is why you do this stuff. And they always show a tape of a kicker like sitting on the sidelines cutting his toenails.
the lonesome kicker.
Do the guys on the Buffalo Bills treat you as a football player, or do they?
Yeah, they do actually. I mean, they really do. I think I try to stay around in the off season and kind of run with them and lift with them and do all that kind of stuff. And so I think they kind of respect that I'm not just some guy coming in on 4th down and going home after that.
One of the things about being a kicker in the NFL, and I knew this from a friend of ours that we had, Chip Low-Miller from years ago, the pressure is so different than probably anything else in sports. It's not even similar to, say, I would say, a closer in baseball. It's such acute pressure. You're there for that one time, to win or lose a game. And I know a lot of different kickers have a lot of different strategies psychologically to deal with that pressure. How do you handle it when you come into a game, say when a game is on the line?
I just try to concentrate on what I need to concentrate on. Like, for me, it's staying slow, So I stay slow, stay smooth to it. And really, it's, it might not, to the fans, it might not be a big kick, say in the second quarter when it's, 10-10 or whatever. Right. But to me, I'm a achiever. That's my job. So every kick is kind of pressure packed. So when you do finally get into that, that end of the game kind of thing, well, you've already kind of, it's really not much different than a normal kick. I mean, it is, sure, but it's not much.
Do you
fans look at it like, oh, wow, it's the end of the game, but really, you're concentrating on every kick.
Do you play Madden? Do you play like the other guys, like the other players? Do you play the Madden game?
I play. I'm kind of more of a Tecmo Bowl kind of a guy.
Okay, all right.
To be honest with you.
Because I was curious if you played Madden or NFL Live, any of those games, if you pick yourself and if you're a good kicker. I've played against the Bills in the Madden game, and you're a very erratic kicker, depending on whatever Madden's mood is. Sometimes I'm playing against the Bills, and they'll say, like, it's a 57-yard field goal, and it'll go, he's good. And, of course, the Madden thing is just a computer chip, but he'll go, like, he's got 4 or 5 catchphrases, like, this kicker can do it from anywhere on the field. Then the next time the Bills get the ball, they come down the field, they get to the 30, they stall out, and you kick a field goal, and it bounces off the upright. Right. Then Madden turns on you, and Madden says, that's unexcusable for a kicker to miss a field goal from this close.
That sounds like a fan sometimes.
I just think it would be cool to be playing the video game and have yourself.
No, it is. It really is. But I usually try to run myself, try to do a fake and move everybody off the field because I'm so slow on that game. And I get about 4 yards before they finally come back from the sideline and tackle me.
What's your longest kick, Ryan?
54.
Whoa.
A couple years ago.
54. Is that home or away?
That was an away game. With Seattle down in San Diego.
Gotcha. All right, and enough about you. Let's talk about us for a second. We're on WBUF in Buffalo. Have you ever heard our show?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, are there any do you know of any other football players that might listen to this show, or are you it? I mean, has the show ever
I'm sure a lot of them do. I mean, it's a pretty popular station. I mean, even when you guys aren't on it, it's,
Hold on, it's a pretty popular station when you guys aren't on.
No, even when we're not.
No, I got
as well as when you're on.
I got what he was saying.
It's in a lot of memories, It's in a lot of...
I got what he was saying. So, listen, just pass along good thoughts to the Buffalo Bills. I was telling Mike the other day, Willis McGahee, I'm fascinated with this guy, even thinking about drafting a high fantasy pick on him. How has he been looking?
He's been doing great. He came in great shape. I mean, he's a specimen. I mean, he's a big kid. And it's not fat, And he's fat. I mean, to be honest with you, though, I don't watch the films and I don't do a lot with the offense, and I mean, they all look great, but he certainly stands out,
All right, dude. And listen, that coach that you had last year, are you glad he's gone? I know you don't like bad-mouthing a coach after he leaves, and you probably had limited contact with him, but it seems a lot of guys in Buffalo, when this guy Greg Williams left, as soon as the coach leaves, all the players say, hey, the reason that we sucked was that the coach didn't give us good plays.
Right.
So now you got another guy now. You like this guy better than the other guy?
Well, I do now, I guess. I mean, he's the guy now, But I did like Greg. I mean, he was always very positive to me. That's really kind of something I look at. I mean, obviously the plays they call don't really matter to me much, other than kick more field goals or such. But, Greg was always positive, and Mike, new guy, Malarkey, is very positive.
Are you a married guy?
Yeah. Married, no kids.
Married with kids. Well, then let me ask you, from the single player standpoint in Buffalo, where the Bills are, no offense to your hockey team. I mean, the Buffalo Bills are Buffalo. I gotta think guys could get laid all the time. they were on the Buffalo Bills.
I'm sure they can.
Are you sure they can? Would you know?
I'll be honest with you. I don't hear too many stories though. They do. They kind of keep it to themselves, or keep it away from me anyway.
Absolutely, and I think under penalty of death, if he revealed any of those stories, and he is the kicker. I mean, the long and short of it, he is the kicker. He would be killed.
Your training camp.
Yeah, you might be right.
Are the Bills training at a college, or are you one of those teams that trains at a hotel somewhere? Where are you guys at?
We're at St. John's Fisher College in Rochester, New York.
How bad does that suck?
Well, it's not too bad. Everything's within walking distance. I've been in other camps where you had to ride a bike everywhere, get in a golf cart or something. And
I would say, from my experience talking to guys at training camp, that also you have different perspectives on that when you're single and married. Also,
yeah. Well, and
I think marriage is marriage, and some of these married guys, when training camp comes, it's a little getaway.
Yeah, but you know what? There are some teams where there are coaches that let their players, the veteran players, go home during training camp. I mean, now that's a choice I'd offer you, Ryan. First of all, I've been married, it'll be 23 years on Saturday, so I can say I love my wife more than anything, but for me, the greatest thing is when I get to spend some time without her. I can't. Now, I know training camp stinks, but if your coach said to you, you can either stay at training camp or go home to your wife every night, and she might be listening now, but please tell us the truth. How long have you been married, Ryan?
3 years.
3 years now, almost a newlywed.
Would
you go home every night if you could, if the Bills trained close to the Buffalo area?
I guess I would, and I know she's not listening, but
You would?
Yeah, no. I mean, I would. Yes, I would.
All right, good answer.
You're a little undecided, though. That's. How's your wife like the fact that you're the kicker? I mean,
well, she likes the fact that I'm playing.
She likes the fact that you play.
She likes all that jazz. I think getting the paychecks and all that. But she she gets nervous right along with me. You know, I mean, I can only imagine what it's like to sit in the stands and not have any control over it.
Well, you know,
of course, they can drink in Buffalo in the stadium. They couldn't in Seattle.
Gotcha.
So, or at Husky Stadium anyway, when we first played there, the first couple of years. So,
all right, hold on.
She puts a couple down, and then it's
That's great.
You actually have a couple of people who would like to ask you questions. Just keep for one more second. Ryan, here's Tom. Tom.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Don. Mike, what's happening?
Hey, hi.
Hey, Ryan, two questions. You ever have a weird injury, you know, like where you hit yourself in the foot with an axe or anything like that, like other injuries?
That's that one guy in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, he went to the Pro Bowl the year before.
And I guess my other question is, my other question, a fantasy thing. If I'm down to the wire, I have to take you or Neil Rackers. Who am I going with?
You know, that's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. Ryan?
Take myself.
Ryan, would you now?
With all due respect to Neil.
Okay, let's say that. Gosh, I don't know who would be. Vanderjack would probably be the top fantasy kicker, based on his stats and the number of times that Indianapolis gets down there. So let's say that it's like the third round, and I got a choice for you or Grammatica from Tampa Bay, or I got a choice of you or God, who's another guy who's just steady and never misses. Why are you looking at me like that?
Stover, Baltimore.
Matt Stover's good. Would you pick yourself above Matt Stover or above the guy, one of the brothers down in Tampa Bay?
Would I? Oh, I would. Yeah.
Are you in your mind?
I mean, that's kind of my own personal confidence, I guess, for myself.
So for all of the fantasy football players listening,
it'd be kind of stupid if he answered that question by saying, no, I'd go with the other guy. He's got a better percentage. I think he's got more confidence.
I thought maybe he would answer with a stupid answer.
So. I don't think any athlete would answer that question.
Would you take what's the highest round you would take yourself in? Most kickers go like. There's a run on them in the 9th or 10th round in fantasy leagues. Would you spend a third-round pick on yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Go in the first round.
Very easy question.
So
I mean, it depends on how many points I score. I don't do the fantasy football, but I do the baseball, so it's kind of...
There you go.
It kind of depends on what kind of player they are. It's kind of apples and oranges kind of a thing, I guess.
Do you think the Red Sox have any chance at all of catching the Yankees?
No.
No, you don't.
Me neither.
And if there was if you knew a guy who did a radio show named Mike O'Mara and he had made a bet and even added 2 games on, meaning that now I think today the Red Sox are what? It's
9 games back.
9 games back.
I picked the Red Sox to finish 2 games in front of the Yankees.
So now they're 11 games back. Would you concede the bet at this point, or would you wait for the Red Sox to be mathematically eliminated?
Yeah, I'd probably bargain. I'd plea bargain it.
I'd plea bargain.
Plea bargain.
All right, well, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it, damn it.
All right, Ryan, listen, thank you for your time. We'd love to have you on during the season.
Yeah,
especially after you either make or don't make a kick. And know this, being a Buffalo Bills kicker, I was just going to mention this. In the new sporting news, they've got this ridiculous nerd quiz, this dumb sports quiz. So I'm going through thinking that these are impossible questions. I'm just trying to answer the football questions. Right. But to show you the significance of being a field goal kicker, especially in Buffalo, when it came to the question that was, in Super Bowl 25, whatever it was, blank missed a field goal that would have won the game for blank against blank, right away I knew Scott Norwood, Buffalo Bills, New York Giants.
Right.
Knew it right away. Unfortunately, like it or don't like it, that's the legacy of the Bills.
That's unfortunate for kickers, too. That's the life they lead.
Now. And
then you look at Vinatieri, I guess it kind of works both ways.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the way the game works. And
Easter famine.
It's a tough thing. I mean, mental toughness. You guys might chill out on the sidelines in training camp, and like drink Mai Tais while the rest of the guys are, having heat stroke. But the fact is, you got to come right down and do it when it's on the line.
Yeah, Vinatieri is another guy I might have to take before I took you.
I'm taking him based on this, the fact that he came on the show and he let us disguise his voice. I'm taking him as my fantasy kicker. I'm absolutely taking him. That's my criteria.
In what round? What round will you take him?
I will take him, in the normal progression of the fantasy draft. When it's kicker time, I will take him. All right, for the sake of this conversation, first round.
First round pick.
He'll be my first pick.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right, Ryan, hey, great talking to you. Have a great season. When is your guys' first game?
I don't even know.
He's the kicker. He doesn't have to worry. He just gets on the bus.
He'll be there.
Your practice game, I think, is a week from this weekend. That's the first play game. All right, Ryan.
Yeah, that's the first preseason game.
Thanks for being on the show. Have a great season. Don't hurt yourself.
You bet.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Ryan. Here he is. Ryan Lindell from the Buffalo Bills. That's the NFL player that no one could name.
There you go.
Although, if you guys would have just been a little more on the ball, you did get to special teams, AFC East.
I think if we had stuck with it, we would have gotten it in 80 or 90 more questions.
Yeah. Now let's go to. And look at all the people with questions.
Yeah.
I just got to know, Nick.
That's the WBUF, probably.
Nick, no, I don't think area code 802 is Buffalo.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Nick, where are you calling from? What city?
Burlington, Vermont.
Burlington, Vermont. What did you want to ask that guy?
I really wanted to ask him, just any Buffalo Bill, if they ever thought they were going to get away with beating the Pats in the beginning of last season.
What's that? Oh, are you talking?
They were one of, and also it was the Redskins, Redskins or whatnot, were one of the only two.
Oh, hold on.
Teams that
whatever it is you were saying, you just got disqualified because you said what not.
What not?
What not? I vaguely remember that last year in the first game of the year, was it Buffalo just got some guy from New England, and Buffalo kicked ass last year and killed the Patriots in the first game, and then the Patriots came back to win the Super Bowl?
I think that's exactly what it was. Yeah, they had a great start.
How is it in that whole call the only word I understood was whatnot?
Whatnot. Let's go to Buzz.
Stay tuned for news and comments coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
Wrong.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people. He made it up.
All right, Buzzito, what is the lead story on the news and comments today?
Today, why the latest terror alert may be a crock.
Yep.
Okay.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Take this square world and blast off for Kicksville.
All right, Buzz's news is next. That was very
professional.
Veteran Buzz Burbank.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word? We're playing crackpot.
Hey, hold on a second.
Hey!
Give me one more shot at that. Yeah, that was my fault. The Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
All right.
Zero tolerance for stupidity.
Yeah.
The Don and Mike Show.
All right, Buzz's news brought to you by Smoke Break.
This is good smoke.
Smokers break the nasty habit without gaining weight. Smoke Break, revolutionary tablet for smokers. Get it now at all retailers. Tomorrow on the show, the secret sound is worth $1,300.
Wow, we're getting close.
Ooh. Common everyday sound worth over $1,000 tomorrow. Pleased tonight to be watching Trading Spouses on Fox at 8/7 Central to see the mommy that we had on yesterday, the one that we had the fight with, the one who ended up complaining to Fox so much that a producer, a guy named Tyler Ramsey, will be on our show tomorrow to talk about how Trading Spouses is looking for more mommies.
Yeah, they like us at Fox.
They think that they can find some mommies on this show.
They like the controversy.
And also tomorrow, even though it's not the type of show that we do anymore, we just want you to know we are going to have a pornographer on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Yeah. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Well, here in Washington, cops are working extra hours and carrying automatic weapons around the Capitol. There are over a dozen security checkpoints. And a street that connects two of the Senate office buildings has been shut down until further notice. In New York, traffic is snarled by security checkpoints. Some people took oxygen masks to work with them yesterday after kissing their loved ones goodbye in case it was for the last time.
Are you retarded?
Grocery stores in Manhattan cannot get deliveries on time because of a renewed fear of trucks.
Are you retarded?
And today we find out it may be for nothing. Turns out the latest terror alert, described by Bush's Homeland Security chief as sobering news, is based on information that's 3 or 4 years old.
Are you retarded?
And there's no evidence that an attack on our financial icons is even planned at this point. Now,
see, now you're giving me more information than even I thought I could discern this morning.
Right.
Tom Ridge came on TV. I don't know. I had some stuff to do today, but he left he was at 9:20, maybe 9:20, 9:30. And one of the very first things he said was he was addressing this. He said the information is not exactly current. It goes back to January.
Yes, he says Al-Qaeda has updated this information as recently as January, so it's really only 7 months old.
Right, so he led me to believe, but see, there's a difference, though.
Yeah.
I could have bought the 7-month thing, but now you're saying that maybe it's 3 years old?
The original information, they say Al-Qaeda has updated it, they think around January, which would make the original information 3 and 4 years old. The latest information, 7 months old.
And that's what they do, apparently. The way I read it is that they do an update like they've done in previous with the previous attack.
Right.
They did another recon, but it is 7 months old. But the original information goes back 2-3 years.
And the shape of Al-Qaeda has changed considerably, in the time that's passed over the last 3 or 4 years.
So as we were discussing yesterday, then,
whether or not to take it seriously.
Knock on for Mike, God forbid.
Right.
We all got worked up. We all got our panties in the crack of our behind for...
We don't know.
We don't know.
That's the big question mark.
But today, once the reports came out that the original information was 3 or 4 years old, Tom Ridge said we should still take it seriously. That's the word from the White House. The Bush administration standing by its latest warning, even though it admits the intelligence is old news. And
I'd like to point out that 3 or 4 years ago, Brian Dunkelman was on American Idol. I mean, at this point, should we still take him seriously?
Yes.
Or as seriously as we take Ryan Seacrest?
I always do.
He updated himself in January. Just as the president continues to stand by his invasion of Iraq, which he says he'd do again today, even knowing what he now knows.
Okay, now everybody hold on. Let me just get real political on your ass for 1 second.
Okay.
Why am I voting for John Kerry? What Buzz has just said.
That the president would do it again today.
I voted for Bush last time. If the guy would just come out. The problem is, this is a bad war that we're in. What I want is a little spin from him, a little, hey, we would handle it differently. Instead, he steadfastly, and he has done this since day one.
Right.
I did it before. I would do it again. Okay, you lost my vote, dumbass.
There's one side that handles it a certain way, and another side that says maybe if we spent some time and energy, trying to shore up some alliances around the world, that this might indeed move to a safer spot. At the same time, you do hunt down these terrorists. You do fight these terrorists on every front that you can. You beef up the intelligence, but I get freaked out when there is an admission in any way, shape, or form that there was anything wrong with
Here's the thing with him.
He can't, though. He can't, and his advisors can't. They tell him he can't do that.
Listen, I had to learn it the hard way. Learn some humility. Dude, learn some humility. I mean, there are no weapons of mass destruction over there. There were none.
Humility? Wrong hombre.
Okay.
Sorry.
I understand.
It ain't going to happen with this guy.
I understand.
Right.
But what he does is, he goes the opposite way.
He does, right?
Yeah. Instead of being humble and saying, "Hey, I'm very sorry," however you would say it, we got into this thing. It was a mess. Instead of that, or even trying to half-ass do a spin, he digs his heels in and says, knowing that the reason that we went there was wrong, I would do it again.
Yeah. And that plays very well with a lot of people that, hey, where the attitude is blow the whole world up. If you disagree with us, blow you up. That really, that's the way I feel now.
So I have one question for George Bush.
Are you retarded?
Insane.
Would you just...
Are you retarded?
Give me some coffee and answer the question.
Are you retarded?
George, give me some coffee.
In saying what he said, Mr. Bush was responding to criticism from John Kerry, who says the president's policies have encouraged terrorism and increased hatred of the United States. The president says his policies were adopted because we were already a target for terrorism, and he says the world's better off without Saddam Hussein. Kerry says he doesn't buy Democrat Howard Dean's claim that Bush stepped up the terror level alert for political reasons.
Oh, and would all of the people who have my email address, and there's not many, but there are some out there, some friends of mine, some in the business, some out of the business, would you stop sending me it's not spam, but stop sending me the conspiracy theory stuff that says we've already got bin Laden and that on October 28th or October 29th, Bush is going to pull him out and we're going to say, look, we got him, and that's going to win the election. I mean, I must have gotten, when we discuss politics like we did yesterday, and like it or not, we have our own opinions, strong opinions. People that I know, friends of mine, they write me stuff and they think they're being helpful. It's like, don't send me that.
You'll be thanking them on October 30th.
It's like what I had to say to my mother-in-law.
I'm kidding.
I love you. You're fantastic. Yeah. But if you send me one more page of Polak jokes, really, I'm gonna change my email address.
Not a fan. Yeah. It's certainly shaping up to be one hell of a political year. You people are driving the pollsters crazy. Just this week, there have been polls showing Bush leading Kerry, Kerry leading Bush, and Bush and Kerry precisely tied. The bottom line is they are tied statistically. You could argue that the election's still 3 months away, but you could also argue that most voters made up their minds on this election a long time ago. And there's still the Teresa Heinz-Kerry factor to consider.
Darling.
She was introducing her husband at a rally yesterday when a Bush man with a megaphone shouted, 4 more years. 4 more years of hell, she responded. Teresa pointed out that smart people admit their mistakes and correct them. Hello, she said, and then she shouted, 3 more months.
All right. I'm starting to like her more and more. Right after the shove it thing, I'm starting to like her more and more.
About her. Here's the only thing. You know, say what you will. Just the accent bothers me. I know. Yeah. The accent bothers me. She could be the first lady of the United States, maybe. And you go, darling, what are we going to do? I don't want to pay for the manicure, darling. Shove it.
What if we could get her to drop the fake accent?
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if that was his campaign strategy? Yeah. They pull her out at the end, like on the last 4 days, and she goes,
she's from Boise, Idaho. Drop the accent, honey. Here we go.
Hello, how are you?
She's dropping the accent October 29th.
Right. You know, and I think
as Bin Laden was brought out.
So you're saying you don't like the accent, and also probably the idea of these women should all be from Stepford.
Yes.
Every first person should be from Stepford.
Correct.
Republican Arnold Schwarzenegger, meanwhile, is handling the tough issues like a company using his likeness on a bobblehead doll.
I say to everyone here today and to all Californians,
yes,
my oath and you.
Yeah,
Arnold sued the Ohio Discount Merchandise Company for using his likeness without permission or profit.
Aye.
But he settled out of court yesterday, provided the company get rid of the doll's gun and give its profits to charity. Arnold's Charity, an after-school program to keep kids out of trouble.
And hold on a second. Was not able to get to this earlier in the segment that I call Stupid News.
There's more Arnold
today.
News?
This is great Arnold stuff. Arnold, and this is not from a tabloid. Arnold Schwarzenegger is still smarting from the fist of his father.
Ooh.
Gustav Schwarzenegger.
Gustav!
A former member of the Nazi Party. Mm-hmm. The California governor says the discipline... Are you getting the music? You know, I don't even have to turn around.
Right, you know.
Like Radar O'Reilly.
You just know.
You really are. Arnold Schwarzenegger says the discipline he received would now be called child abuse.
Yeah,
he tells Fortune magazine, and Mike, you can translate here as we're going along.
All right.
My hair was pulled.
My hair was pulled.
I was hit with belts.
I was hit with pelts.
So was the kid next door.
So was the kid next door.
Many of the children I've seen were broken by their parents.
Many of the children were broken by their parents.
Which was the German Austrian mentality.
That was the German Austrian mentality. And I say, blank my oath and blank you.
I says, Dad, Gustav Schwarzenegger.
Gustav, please.
There's only Gustav Schwarzenegger. There's my dad. Hello, Arnold. This is your dad, Gustav Schwarzenegger.
Arnold, run to your bedroom. Gustav is home.
I'm going to hit you with belt and pull your hair.
I say that's the way it was. It was normal. That's why I wanted to get my body built up and then run for governor.
How great is he? And how great is it that you're seeing now in regular news stories? I don't know what we got this from MSNBC.
Regular basis.
Arnold Schwarzenegger still smarting at the fist of his father, Gustav, a former member of the Nazi Party.
Gustav, why is he in the headlines again? And what about that bobblehead?
Keeps giving. Well, be careful what you say about Michael Jackson. His little sister may try to beat you up. Super Bowl Janet had to be held back by security guards at a nightclub in Los Angeles last week after she tried to punch a man who said something rude about Michael.
And this you should not do. You should not say he's an animal.
Every day.
You should not say he's Jacko. I'm not a Jacko.
The man.
Go ahead, hon.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Michael.
I'm just so happy that happened because she's a better fighter than me.
She's
okay, Jacko.
Defending you.
I don't want to be called Jacko.
Hey, Michael, have you ever met Gustav Schwarzenegger?
Oh, yes, he's a former member of the Nazi Party.
Well, the man called Jacko a bleeping freak Big burly bouncers carried the man out of the club, and Janet went back to dancing, but quoting a witness, it definitely ruined her night.
And this you should not do. You should not say he's an animal. You should not say he's Jacko. I'm not a Jacko.
VH1's making a movie about Michael from Motown to the molestation mess. All we care about is how it ends. It ends with Michael pleading innocent and then dancing on an SUV.
Let's have Gustav over to meet Mr. Beck.
When you're a Jackson in doubt, you dance.
Buzz, time for a break. We'll come back with another full segment of news and comments. What's the next story?
Another shock jock throws in the towel.
Yeah, all right, baby. They're dropping like flies, man. Woo! Gotta do what we do. You gotta take it back a notch. Woo! Come on now. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. How you doing out there? Hey, Cyndi Lauper, are you listening right now? You thought we were a hot ASU Top 40 show earlier today. How are you? How are you anyway? Shock Jock Jerry Todd. Actually, Buzz, if I'm not mistaken, aren't there like 4 or 5 dumb DJ stories coming up?
We have a couple, yeah.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Shannon in the morning.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show.
Now in their 20th season, it's the Don and Mike Show.
Incidentally, I was just out in Cancer Corner with Buzz and Joe. Joe said, I'm sure it's exaggeration.
Yeah.
Our show is popular. But Joe said, when we had Ryan Lindell from the Buffalo Bills on, when I was just spouting out football stuff, I guess I had said, how could they possibly guess Warren Sapp? And Warren Sapp, John Lynch, not in Tampa anymore. I guess I said Warren Sapp was in Tampa Bay. Of course, I know he's with the Oakland Raiders, but apparently, and I apologize to all of the guys in the basement of the Science Building.
When did he go to the Raiders? Last year?
Just this offseason.
This offseason,
And,
okay.
anyway, Joe said, and Buzz heard him outside, 100,000 people involved,
100,000.
and are still calling to tell me, yet of another one of my huge, gigantic, elephant-sized mistakes.
Warren Sapp in the AFC West, though, now.
Yeah, very true.
So technically, you're really not in error.
Well, I think I said, though, everybody knows that Warren Sapp is with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I think I may have said that. But hey, listen, I know he's with the Raiders. Really, I do. Trust me. I watch the freaking NFL channel. Okay? And I'll tell you something very, very sad.
What's that?
I have already gone through a mock draft. I swear on my child's life, I have gone through a mock draft.
August 3rd. You are into it this year. You're into it this year maybe more than you've ever been into it.
And
you missed it, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. You bet your ass I missed it.
But I will point to one man.
Yeah?
This man in the studio over there.
Oh, Buzz, right.
Mock drafts, it all comes down to DL.
Dumb luck.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mock the drafts.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. A shock jock in Chicago has thrown in the towel. Eric Mancow Muller was suing a listener who's filed 70 FCC complaints against him. Mancow said the man's complaints were malicious, untrue, repetitive, and were filed only to harass the radio guy and cause him financial ruin.
That's right. This is Mancow, and this man has sued me so many times, I am suing him.
Woo! Not anymore, though. Now...
Oh, hold on. I'll give it to you, too, Mike. Here you go.
Woo! But now Mancow's dropped the lawsuit. There's no point in winning, much less continuing the lawsuit.
Turn it off for him.
The listener is David Smith, who represents Citizens for Community Values of Illinois.
David Smith, this is Mancow. I'm suing your ass.
There you go, man. We're going to fight. Well, he's dropped the suit, but Mancow says he wins because he made his point. The listener says he wins because Mancow cleaned up his show, but when free speech loses, nobody wins.
My question is, what kind of disc jockey sues a listener, even if the listener's so retarded?
Are you retarded?
That they send a complaint about you to the FCC.
It's not supposed to work that way.
No! Are you retarded?
Are you retarded?
It's because of the atmosphere. Even stations that play Broadway show tunes are feeling the FCC pinch. A nationally syndicated show called Broadway's Biggest Hits this week avoided airing a satirical song from the Pulitzer Prize-winning musical A Chorus Line.
Oh, my God.
The song was replaced with a G-rated song from the not-so-prize-winning Bye Bye Birdie.
Hi, and welcome to Broadway FM, where I'm sorry today we're not going to be able to play a selection because of the FCC. However, we have something beautiful for you from another show.
Now, A Chorus Line is one of my favorite movies that was made out of a Broadway musical, and it's just super.
We won't be playing it today.
Because we're not shock jocks.
Like all the smut peddlers.
Shock jocks.
Quoting the producer who had to censor his own program, it just makes me want to vomit.
Oh. Hey, vomit. How you doing, shock jock? Vomit. Woo! Vomit.
In Buffalo, a woman has been arrested on prostitution charges after giving out her phone number on a local radio show. 29-year-old Melissa Bloomberg, or Pussycat, as she's known to her clients, appeared on the show as a professional escort. An off-duty cop heard the show and the call of duty. He says she answered the door in a red teddy.
Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do.
It's Shock Radio. We've got a prostitute on the phone, and we're going to have the police raid her house later. Crazy.
Wow, you're famous.
Vomit! Vomit, vomit, vomit. Woohoo! Shock Radio.
You're famous, said the cop when the lady came to the door in her red teddy, to which she added, I've been famous since I've been on the radio. I've been getting a lot of calls. And who says home confinement isn't a great punishment? In Indianapolis, a man on home detention still somehow managed to lure several people to his home and convince them that, as part of a radio contest, they needed to take off all their clothing to try to win $50,000.
How you doing? I'm some guy at home. I know you're wondering how I have this reverb. Don't worry about it. Come on over to my house and take all your clothes off.
If you want to win the $50,000, you better drop trowel right now in front of me.
And I hope when you get naked that I don't vomit.
Once nude, the contestants were told to put on clothing that was too small for them. 40-year-old...
Crazy!
That's a crazy idea.
Richard Brown is accused of impersonating a local morning show and of violating the terms of his punishment.
Hey, what has Brown done for you lately?
Shock Radio vomit. Vomit, I'm going to sue you, man, cow. Woo!
Investigators say no one was injured, but, quote, there has been some emotional trauma.
Are we done with the DJ stories now, Buzz?
One more.
Okay.
Some DJs in Little Rock, Arkansas went on trial yesterday on pornography charges after they handed out adult videos at a recent gay pride parade. No word on the sexual orientation of the DJs, but the video was gay.
Hey,
and
homo,
the DJ...
some homo video. Got some homo video.
That's right, headed down to the gay pride parade, having out a great video.
I don't want to offend any of you homos, but when I watch this homo video, I feel like I want to vomit.
Are you gay anyway?
And the DJ was wearing a Speedo at the time. But theirs wasn't the only mischief that day. As a protest against the gays, 35-year-old Wesley Bono dumped a load of manure at the start of the parade route in Little Rock. He unloaded the 6,000 pounds of natural fertilizer in front of the home of a gay couple.
Oh, damn.
Quoting him, they stirred up enough. I figured they needed the smell to go with it. Sadly, a lot of church-going straight people had to walk through the manure that Sunday morning. Wesley says it wasn't a crime, hate crime or otherwise. He says he was just exercising his free speech. We'll see. He's in court today.
It was a crap crime. Tell you if I'd see that, made me want to vomit.
In sports, Atlanta quarterback Michael Vick says he's growing an afro, and he says he'll keep growing it no matter how big it gets until he wins the Super Bowl. He says
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be one hell of a big afro.
I thought you picked them to win this year.
I did, but it's going to be Mike. It am still going to be a giant afro because it am still a long, long season.
Says he gave himself bad luck last year by getting a haircut. He was injured shortly after that.
I love afros.
Yeah, I do too. I'm glad.
Speaking of afros.
The first message is... Hey, Rob, this is Robert the Mailman.
You should grow
they
one.
were supposed to have some type of skit for me after they come back, but that's beside the point. I got a picture of you in the
We
flower.
have a skit for you.
Yeah,
come on by with your big afro.
Oh, Robert, I'd love to see Robert the Angry Mailman grow an afro.
So would I.
And
Roger
Clemens was ejected from a youth game over the weekend after spitting a sunflower seed at an umpire. It happened in Colorado after Clemens' son was called out in a close play.
Hump
And finally, not since the Blair Witch Project or those fish that walk on land and bite humans have Marylanders been so concerned with a creature out there.
Buzz, now listen, I know we're running late on time, but I do monitor the Baltimore media outlets. I'm close enough to get them. And like on Channel 13, and
Don't diminish this.
on Channel 2 in Baltimore, this has been the story.
Don't diminish this, Don.
There's a creature
Out there.
Hi, everybody. It's Marty Bass, Channel 13 Eyewitness News. Well, this morning, there's a creature. There's a fox. There's a hybrid out
Is
there.
it a hyena? Is it a dog? Which one it is?
I'm telling you, this has been the lead story in
Big
Baltimore.
news in
You've seen the
Maryland.
video of it, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen a video.
But a weird creature.
There was video. Other people caught people caught glimpses of it, of this animal that appeared to be part coyote, part hyena, or Coyote, as they called it.
Coyote.
Turns out there's more than one, and one of the creatures has now been captured. And it's not a hyena or a coyote or any satanic mixture of the two. It's a fox. A fox with mange. A mangy fox. Animal officials say they will catch the fox's mother, too, and treat them both for mange, and then set them free. Out there.
Yeah, what a disappointment.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you, Buzz. Oh, that's it. Good night, everybody.
Mangy fox.
We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. This reminder, elevators. Tomorrow, Secret Sound, $1,300. Our thanks today to Cyndi Lauper.
Yes, she was wonderful.
See her in concert if she's coming to your city where we broadcast. Also, thanks to Ryan Lindell from the NFL Buffalo Bills tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, watch Trading Spouses tonight so we can rag on the mom that we had on yesterday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, one of the producers from this show is there looking for mommies for Trading Spouses on Fox. But something to do with some pornographer. For what it is, it'll make you vomit.
There it is again.
There you go. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Okay, that's it. Please stay tuned for Ron and Fev, simply the finest nighttime radio show in America. Coming up in Baltimore, Tampa Bay, right here in Washington, D.C. Enjoy it, everybody. They will make you vomit. That's it. We got to go.
Is mange worse than syphilis?
I don't know. Which tastes worse?
Oh, I think it's equal.
You.
Anyway, have a nice night.
Enjoy your natty bow.
Whatever. But I don't care.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.